Is it actually the countdown?
Hi! How's it going? Yes, it is actually the countdown.
Good.
Here we are, live. Welcome. Welcome, guys. It is Friday night here on Saving Throw, and you are here watching Saving Throw, which means you are also here watching Wildcards. That's the show that we're doing. You're watching us now. Hi.
What the?
Welcome. Wildcards is going to be our continued exploration of the hallowed halls, the hallowed and haunted halls of academia at East Texas University, which is a Savage setting using the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition rule set. Thank you very much for acknowledging the...
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. My name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I am the dean of this table, and these are the players. This is the study group. These are the students, but they're not students yet. They're just the people who play those students on your screen. Let's meet them. Let's meet these guys. So here's what I want tonight from you guys. I would like to know your name, your character's name, and I would like to know what your character wants to be. What your character wanted to be when they grew up when they were a kid. Not what your character wants to be when they grow up when they're a kid now, currently, but when they were a much younger child. What did they want to be when they grew up? Who wants to go first?
I can go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Meghan Caves, and I play Adelaide Blackwood. So I think that Adelaide, her parents are, like high-powered. They have a lot of money. I was just thinking for a second.
Robots.
Like, they're lawyers. Yeah, they're robots. High-powered. Anyway, this has become ridiculous. So I think for a time she wanted to be what her parents were, because that's kind of, I feel like when you're really young, that's what you know, and that's kind of what you think about. But I think as she got a little bit older, she really wanted to be a wizard. She just really wanted to be a wizard.
Called it.
Yeah. And
Nice job.
And
that was around
we were
the
supposed to
time.
not say what they wanted to be now?
Ooh.
She also does want, she sticks to it. I think it's one of those things where as you get a little older, you're kind of like, oh, I don't fit in with my parents, or this was her experience anymore. And, she wanted to be a wizard and everybody made fun of her for it.
So now she keeps that desire tucked deep inside, underneath the rug of her subconscious.
She shoves that out into the world as her rebellion.
That was my next guess. For
Also
what she
hurts
does.
her all the time. That's how people are weird. People are weird. They do weird things.
That's true. People are weird and they do weird things. That quote is a Meghan Caves original. I expect to see it on Instagram, Facebook, and as a wall decal that you can purchase at hobby stores.
That's my
by
next
the
tattoo,
end
for
of
sure.
The month. Really quickly before we go on to everyone else, because this is about to get erased, I just want to say a quick thank you to Owen Lean, RPG author. Thank you for the tip. To Simath Pirnkoth, thank you very much for the resub. Ironic Razor, thank you for the sub. Drive Through, thank you for the sub. Griffin of Falcon Hollow, thank you for the resub. Live Spark, thank you for the bits. Gunslinge Randy, thank you for the resub. Vortex 13, thank you for the sub. 12-Sided Guy, thank you very much for the bits. Savage Philly GM, thank you for the tip. The Littlest Cinnabon, thank you for being so adorable. And also, thank you for the sub. Lady Imago, thank you for the resub. And Innocent Browncoat, thank you for the tip. And Penster, thank you very much for the sub.
Thank you.
We'll get to what all of that is here in a bit,
Well
but
done.
I just
Well
wanted to
done.
make sure we got everyone's name really quickly. So, we know that Adelaide wanted to be a wizard when she grew up. Who else has experienced the crushing disappointment of the real world?
I got one. Hi, I'm Grav Galati, and I play Calvin Everett Jr. And Calvin, when he was growing up, when he was a little kid, really wanted to be a late-night talk show host. He used to watch that with his parents all the time, and so much so that he got enamored with the comedians on there, and the host just being a person that people gathered around and celebrated. He would do little shows for his parents at night, and they'd be like, "Oh, that's cute, that's very funny." He's like, "No, I'm gonna do this one day." And as time went on, he's like, I don't know if I want to be on screen as much as I want to be behind the screen, But maybe someday, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So when you say late night talk show host, like
Conan O'Brien, David Letterman.
Okay, like the top tier, the prime late night slot people, not like the James Cordens or
not the Late Show.
Who was Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson.
Well, he was very good.
He was,
yeah.
but not very popular.
No, I think Conan O'Brien was probably his favorite.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Okay. How delightfully counterculture of you. Team Coco all the way.
What?
All right. So that's Calvin.
I'll go.
All right.
My name's
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm remembering things about your character that are making me go, oh, right. Please continue.
He meant to say this will be good.
My name's...
Don't let me interrupt you. Like, just...
And go.
My name is Tom Zook. Can we cut away from Meghan real quick?
Let's get a tight
You guys
shot.
do that to me all the time.
Let's
My
get
turn.
a
It's
tight
true.
shot on Dom if we can.
It's true. Yeah, zoom in, Ed. Zoom in. There is no one named Ed. Thank you, J. Matthews.
J. Matthews 85, thank you very much for the
Thank you,
tip.
Jay Matthews.
And Matt P 3000, thank you very much for the resub.
Thank you.
You guys are amazing. We haven't even started yet.
Yeah, you can interrupt me all you want. My name's Tom Zook. I play
Whenever you're
Ron
ready.
Tagoth Stevens.
Whenever you're ready.
And when he grew up, he was essentially raised to believe that the only thing to look forward to is eventually getting eaten. It was never a bad thing. It was never, be afraid of this. It was just, this will happen. So he wasn't worried about that, but he did. They didn't have TV or anything like that, but they had old movies in the compound, in the commune, as it was. And he used to watch old Fred Astaire movies, and he wanted to be a dancer.
Oh.
Nice.
I have a question. Do kids, like, once they learn about Rontagoth, go, will it hurt? Do they worry about that? Did you worry?
It's presented in such a fashion that you're never, it's never presented like, a scary monster under the bed or anything like that. It's presented like, it's just a thing that will happen. Like, why even?
You're willing cattle.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
we act like this is crazy, but the last book of the Bible is, like, the craziest fucking stuff that could possibly happen.
Sure. I mean, not possibly. You could. I mean,
Sure.
Did you see that one sequence in Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah. So, all right. So it was your dream to be a dancer like Fred Astaire.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Is dancing frowned upon in the compound? Does that make you too tough and lean and stringy? Or,
No, any form of physical activity is good as long as you're eating healthy and stuff like that. It's like a venison, They want you to be.
dancing makes you gamey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they think
A little bit of
perfect.
exotic, a little bit
Yeah.
of an exotic flair to your meat. All right,
Yeah.
great. That's enough.
This culture sounds lovely.
That's enough of a conversation
Sounds
about
great.
long pork. Let's move on to our final member at the table.
Hi, my name is Jordan Pridgeon, and I am playing Joshua Sawyer, who now wants to be a journalist or an investigative reporter. And when he was a kid, the only thing he really remembers wanting to be from being a kid, and this is gonna sound similar to Megan's answer, but it's pretty different, is he wanted to be like a stage magician. Like, he liked like doing like little coin tricks and stuff. And the reason he stopped wasn't because life beat him down or anything. He just got older and lost interest. And it was a lot of work to get better than the basic tricks at magic, and he just stopped being interested after a certain point,
That makes a lot of sense. Is that semi-autobiographical?
Not really.
Okay.
It is for you.
Yeah, but we're not talking about you right now.
Fucking busted.
I wanted to be other things that I also I personally wanted to be other things that I was like, ends up this is a lot of work. It doesn't seem like it's that much payoff.
Yeah. I'm not immediately good at this.
Yeah.
That's me my entire life.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard not being immediately good at things.
It really is.
Yeah.
All right. So a wizard, a stage magician, semi-related,
Non-canon.
a Conan O'Brien style late night talk show host, or a Fred Astaire style dancer. Nice.
Make
Interesting.
for a fun late night show, actually. All
Yeah,
that
Right?
yeah,
together.
that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I have real magic.
But then, of course, you got older, you grew up a little bit, and you realized you can't be all of these things. Instead, you're going to be the premier investigative journalist in the nation, if not the world.
Probably, yeah.
You're going to be a librarian
Wizard.
who is also a wizard. You're going to be the premier film director in Hollywood, and you're going to be eaten by a giant monster from beyond space and time.
All right, guys, let's just all agree. We'll all be wizards.
That is the easiest path here.
Everyone's a wizard.
And we'll all be eaten by a giant monster from.
Because
beyond
you know
space and
what?
time.
The true magic is friendship. And we're all friends.
And you can take that to your Instagram as well. It should be right next to people are weird and they do weird things. So yeah, tonight we're going to be doing things that are all about the gram.
Are we?
As I said earlier, this is Saving Throw. You're watching Saving Throw. Hi, thank you for being here. Saving Throw is a small streaming company run largely by Dom Zook with a little bit of an assist from a scattering of some other people. Not a multinational corporation, not the federal government, not even the local or state government. No, mostly just Dom. So if you are enjoying what you're seeing, if you're having a good time, if you want us to continue to grow larger and bigger and be able to do more interesting things, more exciting things with more exciting, maybe, I don't know, we'll go to Egypt and stream from there. Who knows?
Okay.
That sounds dangerous.
If you want to support reckless off-the-cuff ideas like that, please do consider tipping during the show tonight. It means a lot to us. It helps keep the lights on, it helps keep our rent paid, and it helps keep us producing fun content like the show that you are about to see once I start talking. If you can't tip or you simply don't want to, that's also fine. We're glad that you're here. Please do spread the word about the show, though. You can always use the hashtag WildcardsRPG on any and all social media platforms that accept hashtags and some that do not to get the word out about the show. We would appreciate it. And then also, as a fun side effect, all tips that are made during the show tonight and all bits over 100 bits go towards unlocking reward tiers. They can have sometimes small, sometimes large, sometimes gigantic effects on the game or the campaign as a whole. To see what they are tonight, enter !unlocks in the chat panel and follow that link. If you sub, resub, gift a sub, any of that kind of sub-related stuff, you can also give out points of extra credit to people at the table, including me. Those work as limited rerolls, which you will see more about shortly, I am sure, because it looks like we already have some to give out. And on one final note, DeCrombo, thank you very much for the bits.
Rambo.
That's a Dr. Rambo.
And Crom the Mad, thank you
That's
for
a
the
really
sub.
cool name.
Yep.
We are grateful to be spared your wrath. We are doing a marathon tomorrow, an all-day marathon. Our Saving Throw Spring Break Beach Bash.
Woo!
Starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time, I believe. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be an all-day marathon for us to raise some money for the channel going forward through the rest of the year. We ordinarily do a bunch of charity marathons throughout the year, large ones or small ones, but once a year we do a charity marathon where the charity is us and our continued existence and our improvement and things like that. So it should be a lot of fun. I will be running Roll for Shoes tomorrow. Megan's going to be doing a game of Celebrity. I believe Stephen Pope is going to be running Monster of the Week.
Yep.
And Rick Budd's going to be running Lasers and Feelings, and we are going to have a lot of fun guests, a lot of fun surprises. Do tune in for that. It's going to be running all day. It's like 16 hours, I think, is what we're doing.
Yeah, I think it's 15.
Like 15 and a
hours.
half to
9
16 hours.
Yeah.
Nice.
Depending on how we're feeling. We don't know. But do join in tomorrow and spread the word about that. We would love to have a bunch of people come and hang out and have a good time with us. We'll be doing some giveaways as well. So
Hashtag Spring Break RPG for that. You can see info there.
heck yeah.
9 a.m. Pacific time.
Right. So, all of that stuff being out of the way.
Also, I really want to go to Egypt, guys. So
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Make
that's
I would like to see the
I have this
Yeah.
image now of us being like, hey guys, we raised the money and we're going to Egypt. And that's like the last they ever hear about us.
the Twitch channel just never goes live again.
we made enough to charter our own plane.
Oh, boy.
All our Facebook profiles disappear. People are just like, what happened?
Were they ever even real? And then you would never know. On that note, class is in session.
Oh.
Let's hand out some bennies.
Okay. Have a
So,
card too.
what's up? You can after the bennies.
Okay.
So, Ron Tagoth Stevens, you are a normal human. You get 3 bennies. Calvin
all
Everett Jr., you are a normal human. 3 bennies.
I accept.
Adelaide Blackwood, you are a
You are
normal human.
Okay, good.
3 bennies.
Unless you end up drawing what? Like a 3 again? Or whatever?
And Josh Sawyer, you are also a normal human. 3 bennies for you.
All normal humans.
I get 1 benny for each of you because I am not a normal human. I am the GM.
Whoa!
Pirate Ninja Monkey. And
And a whole bunch of
Puncturing
them.
and WIKI Dways.
And Crowman
Caffeinated Alien.
1976?
And
Yep.
Crowman.
Who did this?
Smokebeard.
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 Thank you for gifting those subs, and thank
Fwah,
you
fwah,
all
fwah.
for being subbed now. Be sure to use your emotes.
Smokebeard is, by the way, a canon person in this game because during the first episode, someone walked by when someone was, I think it was Adelaide, when you were meeting with your parents. They were like, "Oh, so thanks for the directions, Smokebeard," because they just donated it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's a canon
All right.
person.
Yeah, sure, that's
That
canon.
lives in one of these dorms.
Class Dunce, thank you for the
Thanks,
resub.
class
Thanks,
Dunce.
Class Dance.
Adelaide Blackwood,
22 months.
Yeah.
Damn.
you are
What? Oh.
cursed.
Yeah.
Let us see how that curse manifests itself. Let us see
Smelly,
how
smelly,
your
smelly,
tainted
smelly,
blood.
Smelly,
Give
smelly,
me
smelly,
something
smelly, smelly,
good.
smelly, smelly. There is no good.
Oh no.
Smelly?
Memory loss
Oh.
results in -1 on all smarts and smarts linked skill rolls.
Oh no.
That's your
This is
thing.
finals week.
Oh,
-1 on all smarts and
Oh.
smarts-based skills.
Wow.
Good thing you have a
Boy.
D10 in smarts.
Wow.
You'll
Wow.
be okay.
That one's pretty sucky.
Wrecked.
Oh boy.
I'm excited
Oh,
about
boy.
this. This
No.
is fun. Let's
Or
talk about what
Adelaide.
happened last time on Wildcards. The group were just having a looking forward to a normal, chill Friday night when things started going a little bit weird in the Lester Hughes dormitory. Some arguments were breaking out, tempers were getting heated, and everyone was getting together to hang out when Ron Tagoth's parents showed up. Him not having heard from them since the debacle at the Omega Lambda house where he hung up on his mother who was trying to call and check in on him, didn't know what to expect. But surely nobody expected what happened next, which was everyone just speaking their minds completely plainly for anyone and everyone who would listen. Turns out that situation was caused by a student at the Lester Hughes dormitory who was concerned that his boyfriend was cheating on him, and so tried to enact a ritual that he found in an old library book, and accidentally created an area of truth, compulsive truth, around the entire dormitory. Things were getting really out of hand, but the study group was able to get the couple to reconcile, which seemed to break the ritualistic spell and end the effect. Also, as a side note last episode, Adelaide and Ron figured out how to cast a ritual to contact the spirit of Adelaide's dead cat. And Calvin and Sawyer went on a double date, which worked out pretty well for everyone except for Calvin. And I think that's about the long and short of it. Anything pertinent or important that I left out?
I would just like to say I went back and watched some of the chat on the last one, and I thought it was hilarious how angry everyone was at me when I called I told Ron's parents they were in a cult. Everyone's like, Sawyer! Oh my god!
The C word?
Oh, what the? And I was like,
You want to know what's funny? I had literally handed you a card that said you had to tell the truth not long before that. And when you did that, I was like, whoa, what are you doing? And it took me probably a full 20 seconds to remember that you were just doing what I asked you to do. So I get that reaction. Before we jump into tonight's game, let's handle some of these shots. Oh man, guys, people must like you because they have bought you some shots.
whoa!
Raise your glasses. Those
Okay.
red solo cups high up in the air. We got a shot from Owen Lean. Damn it, I love this show.
Aw.
Raise them up
Awesome.
and chug.
Chug!
Thanks very much, Owen Lean. And thank you, Octavio1776 for the bits.
Yeah.
Ghost Hack 159 bought us a shot. Who needs to study? Just tell the professor you got mono.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Raise them up and chug.
Chug!
Wait, can you do that?
Thanks very
Mono
much, Ghost Hack
always
159. No.
I mean, you can. Will it work?
Is that an ETU thing?
PEG Clint bought us a shot.
Wow.
Wishing you all the best for tomorrow's marathon. Raise them
Aw,
up
thanks.
Ah,
and
thank you.
chug.
Chug!
Thanks very much, Clint. And we appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Cantor bought us a shot. Roll well tonight. ETU rocks. Stay in school, kids. Raise them up and chug. Thanks very much, Roger Cantor.
Stay in school.
PEG Clint bought us another shot. I watched the interview. Your suspicions cut me to the bone. Not saying they're unfounded, though.
Wait, what? What?
Raise them up and chug.
Chug!
Thanks very much, Clint. Clint is referring to the interview that the Wildcards cast did. That was released this week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Today. That was released earlier today.
I didn't realize it
With
was released. That's
GM's
awesome.
table on YouTube. So you can find that. I think a
Sweet
bunch of
cast.
us retweeted it. If you want to check it out, please do. They mentioned
It's
being
on
a little
Saturday.
bit suspicious of the conversations Clint and I have been having about the
Oh,
show.
yeah.
And that was his response. X Diana Moon would like us to... Nope, bought us a shot. Sorry, old habits die hard. A round of celebratory shots to the non-zebras, bought for by a newly employed Diana Moon.
Hey!
I'm now a game story editor.
What?
Congratulations!
Raise them up
That's awesome.
and
Whoa.
chug!
Congrats.
Congratulations, Diana Moon.
Cheers.
Sounds like it's well deserved.
That's super cool.
That's awesome.
We hope it goes well for you.
Yeah.
That is definitely something that we will all take a celebratory shot for.
Yeah.
Innocent Browncoat bought us a shot. To finals and all the stress they bring. Raise them up and chug. And everyone also do your best, like, random Woody Allen impression. I don't know.
I don't remember
Oh.
finals in college.
What?
What?
I don't remember finals in community college. I just don't remember them.
Oh,
I don't think they were having.
We did them.
did you guys do it?
We did 'em.
You did them? Okay. J Matthews 85 also bought us a
I
shot.
slept through a final once. For real. It was a huge disaster.
Oh no.
Yep.
We'll get to that though.
Straight F.
J Matthews 85 bought us a shot. A toast to daddy-daughter dances. I got to take my 5-year-old to her first dance tonight.
Aw.
Raise them up and chug these alcoholic beverages to the thought of a wholesome father-daughter dance. That is great.
Hey,
though. Thank you very
Obocop.
much, J Matthews. And Obocop, thank you very much.
Nice.
1569.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
That's
Also,
the sex number.
we have some points of extra credit to give out.
1,500.
Why does this keep happening
Here
to
it
me?
is.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yes. 1,569.
That's the one.
Ironic Razor
That's it.
would like to send 1 point of extra credit to Calvin
Yay,
Everett Jr.
thank you.
and 1 point to
Ooh.
Ron Tagath
Ooh.
Stevens.
Yay.
Thank you very much.
Some Red Shirt would like to give 1 point of extra credit to the table.
Yay!
Griffin of Falcon Hollow would like to give 1 point of extra credit to Ron.
Thank you. Ooh,
Gunslinge Randy, or otherwise known as Gunslinger Andy, would like to give 1 point of extra credit to Calvin.
Yay, thank you.
Yay!
The Littlest Cinnabon would like to give 1 point of extra credit to Ron.
Yay.
And 1 point of extra credit to Sawyer.
Yay! Thank you.
Vortex 13 would like to give 1 point of extra credit to Adelaide.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Lady Imago would like to give a point of extra credit to Sawyer.
Oh, thank you.
Matt P 3000 would like to give 1 point of extra credit to Adelaide.
No, thank you very much.
And Class Dunce would like to give 2 points of extra credit to whoever currently has the least.
I have 2.
I think we're tied at 2.
Yeah,
Three
we've
of
got
us.
3.
Everyone's tied at 2. Well then,
Well, I mean, you.
no, I don't count for whoever has the
what?
least.
I count.
Live Spark, or Live Spark, thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you.
So you are 1, 2, you were 3, 4,
Are there
you
more
were
to be
5,
handed
6. Not right now.
Okay, I was gonna say.
2 points
Yay!
for Sawyer.
Dance.
Thanks very much, Class
Give the
Dunce.
Dean some
Wow, thank you
rerolls.
very- Everyone is,
Come on.
everyone is,
Dean, I want to
golf
see Dean
clapping
win.
tonight.
I get a chance.
And we've also unlocked some other things. So let's get to the.
That was weird.
We like unlocking things.
Let's get to those.
They're bad.
The first story reward tier has been unlocked, which is called Gambling with Your Future,
What?
which
Cool.
we will do a little bit later on into the session. So thank you very much to all of you in the Alumni Association for unlocking that. We have also unlocked
No,
Technically, we're always
Draw!
a draw.
wait. I know the gambling with the future one. You trick us into gambling away all our fate chips, and then you kill us. We've done that before.
That's how that works, yeah.
And you fell for it.
I know.
You make a good point. Why not have an adventure card in order to
thank
make up
you.
for it?
I got teamwork. On my mark. Your hero and any adjacent allies add +4 to their next trait rolls. The allies must be adjacent when the card is played to receive the bonus.
Let's take finals together.
That seems super useful.
Let's take finals in the same room.
Who's this green
Please.
guy?
That doesn't work.
What? That's a trait roll.
You cannot be all adjacent for a final.
Why not?
Unless we're taking our owls.
Yeah.
Back me
Oh,
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Back me up. Awesome.
Okay.
Wizard test.
But you're not though.
Oh.
So
How about just me and Sawyer did it then?
no.
What?
Ah,
I mean,
Also,
I'm the one who needs it.
we have unlocked the conviction of youth.
Cursed.
youth.
I can't believe this. Calvin Everett Jr. Because of your youthful exuberance,
Because I yelled youth.
you have the conviction of youth this evening. You can spend that D6 and add it to any one roll you
He was
make
so
tonight.
disappointed because I voodooed the shit out of him.
That's how it works.
The Alumni Association has also unlocked a cheat token. This can be used at any point by any one of you at the table to get a hint or a bit of information about what is currently going on from me, the Dean, or you can spend it as a table Benny.
Why'd you put it over there?
I just flipped
You
it
think
into the
they
middle of the
need
table.
one
I put the table reroll there. I don't hear anything about that.
Ooh.
Just saying. And we've unlocked another draw.
Draw.
Yeah, you knew from my expression.
This voodoo works every
That it
time.
was Ron.
Oh!
No, I'm just kidding. It's actually her. Yeah,
It's
sorry
all
about that.
fake.
You ended up getting hurt. It was not a
She
victim.
doesn't even
People
want it.
need
She doesn't
it.
want
Take me out
it.
again.
She's conceding.
What?
You're gonna fake me out again.
All right, give it back because it's not really
Now
for you.
hand that card to Ron.
It's like, well, once your hand's on it.
Good. Read it silently to yourself and then never tell anyone.
It's just funny for Adelaide to shaking in their boots. I'm gonna rip your head off and play in a combat situation. Your character does or says something so horrific and intimidating that it brings the area to a standstill. All the other characters, friend or foe, are shaken.
So we know Addie has a dark side.
Well, I just imagine that she whenever somebody feels insecure about something like that, and then they go way too far.
Yep.
That's what
Yeah.
she does.
Okay, all right. I thought you were just going to give an example of what you would say, and
No.
I'd be like, don't do that.
You're gonna
All
be
right.
like, I brought my cat back from the dead. Now I'm gonna kill you and bring you back from the dead.
So I can kill you
Be like,
again.
what the fuck?
Well, it'd probably be way darker than that.
I don't know. That's pretty messed up, depending on how you say it. One handful of quick other things, real quick.
One.
Pirate Ninja Monkey would like to give a point of extra credit to Adelaide.
Hey, thank you.
Obo Cop bought us a shot. Woo! Raise him up. There is no denying it. The Egypt stream sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah,
Raise him up
yeah.
and chug.
Chug.
Thanks very much, Obo Cop. That's right. Hashtag send saving throw to Egypt for no reason.
No!
Don't raise
Do
him.
that!
I dig it.
And Livespark bought us a shot. I gotta say, Cal, that date last time left you looking kind of dumb with a finger and a thumb in the shape of an L on your forehead. And that's true. Raise him up.
So
And chug.
the thing that I think we've learned here is don't tell chat things you don't like.
Or,
I don't like going to Egypt.
yeah. Or do tell chat things you don't like, but don't mean it.
I don't like David Tennant.
I don't like
They're going to send it?
I hate lottery tickets.
Oh yeah, winning lottery
You
tickets.
just said money.
What?
You should have just said money.
Why? No one's gonna believe I hate
They send us money all the time!
I
But not
hate
because
when,
we hate it.
I hate when people hire people to tase me.
See?
Wait,
Oh no, that's a real thing.
Yeah, don't-
ETU
wait, don't do
quit. Thank you very much for the bid.
Thank you, ETU, Sir Quack.
All right, what do you say, guys? Let's jump in to a game.
Okay.
So, it is approaching the holidays here in Pine Box, Texas. It is getting as cold as Texas does during the winter, which is not super cold, but it's definitely a noticeable difference from the rest of the year, which is all lumped together as summer.
How far north are we?
Not very.
Okay.
East.
Right, but still, how far northeast?
Just east.
Okay.
I don't know. While Adelaide consults a topographical map, I will continue with my explanation of where we are. And we are heading into the end of the very first fall semester that the study group has encountered so far, which means we are heading into their first round of finals.
Oh.
The semester of learning is coming to a conclusion. For some of these classes. Some of these classes might continue on for another semester. It depends on your schedules. But on the whole, it is time to prove that you have earned your knowledge and that you are ready to pass on from these classes. But before we get to that, a little bit of time passed between this episode and the last. And I would like to see what everyone has been up to. And because last time we focused a bit more on what Adelaide was interested in doing and what Calvin was interested in doing, this time I would like to hear from Ron and Sawyer. What have you been up to since the last session?
Ron hung out with his parents the next day after that. And they had a nice they shared a pocket salad that Mom had brought from the compound.
It's a very large pocket salad if it was enough to share.
Oh yeah.
Purse salad.
Oh yeah. It's more of a purse salad. Yeah, purse salad. Yes, that's what you just said. Yep, purse salad. You got it right. It was just testing you. You did it.
The pocket salad transforms depending on where it's kept.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
And she also keeps a small packet of olive oil and vinegar in the front
Mm-hmm.
pouch of in the zippered pouch of her purse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case.
Like a lot of moms do, I'm sure. And he went out and he did get clothes that he said he was going to do. He actually went with his parents and let them know that all ETU gear was giving him some looks from people in
What kind of looks?
people thought he was a little strange for
No, that's your mom. Ronnie, you don't have
Oh.
to. You don't have to speak about yourself in the third person.
he didn't do enough of the accent for me to get it yet.
What kind of looks?
Yeah, there we go. It's nothing. It's nothing, Mom. It's just
I just want to know what kind of looks people
Well,
are giving you.
the other kids don't like wear all of that stuff. You
Well,
know?
I was walking around at the school and I saw a fair handful of students walking around with the hoodies and the sweatshirts and the sweatpants and
Yeah, but not all
and
at
the
once.
hats.
But not all at once. That's
You're just showing some what you call it, the school spirit.
yeah. It's just I don't think it's the fashion of the times right now here. And if I'm going to fit in and accomplish what I'm here to accomplish, like I need to be dressed the way that the rest of the kids are dressed.
Xerxes, don't stifle the boy. He's trying to get with the times. It's been a while since we've paid any attention to the fashion of the outside world. Clearly, slapping your school logo on every item of clothing that you own is not what all the other kids are doing. So the boy just wants to buy some normal clothes so he can assimilate. So clearly, he wants to buy a lot of polo shirts and khaki shorts. So we will take him to buy some polo shirts and khaki shorts.
That might be a good start. I mean, I thought I could maybe get like a pair of jeans.
Why?
It's getting cold, and it might be nice to have longer pants.
Well, I understand that, but it is important for your body to embrace the shock of the cold so that it begins to store extra layers of fat to make your meat more marbled for Rontagoff.
I understand. Well, maybe we just have options. Like maybe Monday, Wednesday, Friday I wear shorts, and Tuesday
Polo shirts.
and polo shirts, and Tuesday and Thursday I wear jeans, and Saturday and Sunday I wear the sweatpants.
Now who's being controlling? Let him get some jeans. Let him wear some denim. All right. Fine.
Great, cool. We can. There's a couple of shops in town that we can go to. You can see what I have, or
Okay. All right. Yes, I look forward to this.
I know it's been a while since you've been out, but if you're going to be here and see what I'm doing, then I think it's important that we all go out so that you know what I'm experiencing day in and day out here.
You make a good point, Rontagoth. You are maturing greatly. Now, take us to the nearest place that sells a good polo shirt and khaki shorts.
Okay. You sell a good shirt.
Yeah, yeah.
So you spend some time shopping with them.
Polo shirt barn.
Polo Shirt Barn. Discount Polo Shirt Barn. We're just past the old stump on Interstate 3. And you get some new clothes.
Get some new clothes.
And they are going to spring for these for you, so
Oh.
you do not have to pay any money, because I believe the Alumni Association decided last time that your parents were here to make amends,
Oh.
to in the forgiving mood, and after what happened at the Lester Hughes dorm, they probably feel a bit guilty, so they're trying to buy that down a bit.
Yeah, I'm a little too afraid to confront my father on what he said.
Oh, you mean when he was under the influence of the area of truth and said that he has doubts about the authenticity of the cult you were raised in?
Yeah.
Sorry, religion.
Right.
All right.
C word.
It's a cult.
But he's definitely like doing some he's trying to dig a little bit and see just how on the surface that is with him and see if it's a topic that can eventually be broached, but he's not specifically. Father, how is the compound? How are you getting along?
I don't know that I like that color on you, Rontagoth. I think we could do better than purple for a polo.
Okay.
And the compound as well. Everything is going very well. The Sipsu lessons continue unimpeded, though the senseis do miss your presence in the class. They look forward to your return. When do you think that will be?
Well, I mean, I have the full year, so once the school year is over, I will be returning to the compound.
You intend to stay for the rest of the school year?
That's sort of how I understood the school to operate. And again, if I'm going to see how it works outside of the compound, I feel like I need to actually put in the work.
And are you enjoying life outside of the compound? He says, looking around the discount polo shirt warehouse. Barn, sorry, discount polo shirt barn.
Everything's a barn here.
Yeah, everything's a barn.
Nope, just two things. The pizza barn and the discount polo shirt barn.
Well, and the barn. That is a barn.
No, that burned down.
The burned barn. Yeah, I am enjoying it. There's definitely been some culture shock, and there's a lot to take in, day in and day out. But, I mean, I'm excited to show you around. If there's anything you want to see, I'd be happy to show it to you.
You know your mother won't say it because she doesn't want you to worry, but she misses you terribly.
I miss her and you both. Is, Uncle,
Pick a real one.
Uncle Cholgoth still,
Yep, all right.
working with the pigs?
Elder Cholgoth now.
Elder Cholgoth.
Elder Cholgoth, yes, still is indeed working with the pigs, trying to find a more perfect breed of pig that can nourish our body without so much polluting our essence.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's difficult with the compound being right next to that facility.
Yes, the industrial waste facility.
Yeah.
I understand the land was very cheap.
Yeah, that's what Mom said.
Your mother's the one with the head for numbers.
I just want to say I really appreciate you both coming here, and I'd love to see you more frequently if it's ever possible to get out of the compound.
Well, as you know, it's very difficult to leave. We have to obtain a special permit, and you know, your mother and I have business to attend to, responsibilities within the compound. We have a whole community of people that look to us for help and guidance. I know that your mother would love to see you more frequently. Perhaps something can be arranged, but in the meantime, I know it would mean a lot to her, to both of us, if you would call more.
Absolutely. I can do that.
I have to say, Rontagoth, I'm not in love with that shade of green on you. Perhaps pick a polo shirt from the blue racks.
Oh, okay. And he goes over and picks a blue that's exactly the same color as his dad's blue polo shirt. And what do you think about this one?
It looks like a very strong color on you. You have the complexion for it. It's that Stevens blood in you.
Yeah.
I like to imagine there's just one employee at Discount Polo Shirt Barn, and like the whole place is kind of fallen out of favor, so he's just standing here as they like try on every color of shirt.
I imagine he has one of those the tape measures, but you know the ones that tailors and stuff have. And he's just like ready to help at any moment, and he's just like right outside the fitting room and stuff.
Sir, I'll tell you one more time. A Stevens does not need assistance.
Okay, but if you do need any help from the DPS professionals, we are here. He's got a polo shirt.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that your establishment was called the Discount Polo Shirt Barn.
Yes, but just for short,
Hold on, Ron. Do you even work here?
Yes, I work here, and my father owns the place.
Who sent you?
I'm sorry, I'm here every day.
Are you a Fed? Because I
no.
told you all I have nothing further to say on the matter.
You know what? I do actually think I've got some inventory I've got to look at in the back. So just ring the bell when you want to actually buy some shirts, and I'll be back.
Oh, we'll ring the bell on our own.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Ron Tukoff.
It's all right, Father. Well, otherwise things are good.
Good. I see that he glances up at the TV where the stock portfolios are running by. I see DJ Regular is up 12 again. Thank you very much for that, DJ Regular.
I didn't know you followed stocks.
I don't. Just a hobby of mine when I'm out on a walkabout.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's a good color on you. Perhaps we get 6 or 7 more in that shade and call it a day.
Okay. Just for fun, like if I'm going to a costume party or something like that, maybe I'll pick up a red one. Just for fun.
Very well, if it's for amusement.
He tries to make an argument for a couple more, but there's like 5 blue ones and like a red.
And 1 red one, all right? He gave you that.
Yeah.
Anything else that you wanted to do or discuss with your parents, Ron Tukoff?
Not now. Like I said, he's just a little too scared of his own feeling about things and to get into it with his father at this point.
Okay. So after a day of clothes shopping and some confusing restaurant going, your parents finally, and you maybe give them a tour of the campus, walk them around while they ooh and ah appropriately, or at least Xerxes does, while Hathagwa just regards everything with his characteristic stoicism. Well, I guess it's getting late and we should probably start driving back. We want to stay in as few motels as possible on the way back. There were terrible, terrible structures, but Ronnie, we miss you. And we just want you to be happy. And if you are happy, then that's what matters to us. And well, that's just if you ever need anything, just you could just give us a call or beep your father, and we'll come as quick as we can.
I know. I love you both very much.
I don't know how you keep getting all the shit. I'm just gonna leave you a schmutz cloth, and then it seems like you don't have one. And where is my schmutz cloth? It's all right, Xerxes. The boy can buy his own schmutz cloths now.
That's true.
Well, I suppose he can. Well, I guess we'll leave you to your life.
All right, Mom. I'll see you soon. The
Okay.
finals are coming up, and I'll be home for over the break.
I can't wait. I have it marked on the calendar. Big circle, 2 big smiley faces. Ronnie's coming home.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, Mom.
Yes, we are. Your mother's looking forward to it. We all are.
And Ron will grab his mom in one arm, and he will reach out and grab his dad in the other arm, and he will give them a big, giant bear hug.
Yes. Good. Well, we should get on the road, Xerxes. Yeah. Yes. You're right. All right. Okay. I won't belabor it anymore. We'll see you later, Ronnie.
Bye. And the devourer eat you.
And also you. But first. Okay. I'm ready. And they leave you to your life. Thank you very much, Smokebeard, for the tip.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and it looks like we have also unlocked the next story reward tier, which is called Nesting Impulses.
What?
So thank you very much.
Woo!
Alumni Association. Maybe we'll talk about that later, maybe we won't.
What?
And I also should mention at this point there is still one mystery box card
Wait.
on the table that will
What?
trigger when it triggers.
What is nesting?
Don't worry about it.
What?
If I was going to tell
It's what
you, I
birds
already
do.
would have.
What
So,
is it?
Sawyer,
It's what birds.
what have you been up to since
So-
last session?
Sawyer, basically, as the semester has gone on, has gone from being like more and more like panicked and upset about the things that have been happening at ETU to basically deciding that like, all right, this is how things are going to be, and I'm going to take control of it. So I think what he's really been working on now, outside of just being with the group, is well, he's wanted to get involved in KTRU. And I think he has been. He's been showing up and doing stuff there.
It's K-True.
Yes. Yes. Well, it's KTRU, but they call it K-True.
You're not
have
here.
I have that written in my notes.
You can just hear Adelaide saying.
Anyway, so I think, and Sawyer has been working at KTRU, or like coming to their student meetings and stuff. But I think for the most part, he hasn't been as involved as he would have liked to. Also, partially because I imagine when you come in as a freshman, for the most part, you have to kind of do the grunt work.
Which
you
is
know.
what they have you doing. Like, you are reorganizing, like, the old, like, tapes and stuff that they have in the archives that they can pull from, and...
So Sawyer's had an idea.
Okay.
And I think that he's gone to Adelaide, who's probably the best. Like, I think Adelaide and Sawyer are both the sort who are like willing to like basically trudge through a stack of papers if they have to find information about things.
Fair.
And he's just gone to Adelaide and been like, basically, hey, look, all this strange stuff that's happening at ETU, that can't have just been happening to us, right?
I guess not. I mean, it wouldn't make sense. Statistically, that doesn't make sense.
No, and just the people who have been affected. There's got to be evidence of this being around there. Look, let's look into and try and find out just a little bit about all these students who just disappeared that no one mentions about.
Yeah.
Let's try and find out, just get some numbers compared to other schools.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bring it to the TV station and see if we can get a segment. Get something to just let people know what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
So maybe next year when freshmen come in, they'll be able to see that and know and be prepared instead of just being completely caught off guard like we were.
Well, but like, how do we get them to believe it though? Because I mean, haven't you seen things like that? Like the Reddit page that I'm on, I see ghosts.
Well, that's
That-
why we
what-
need to do this.
Right.
No,
But
ghosts are real.
Ghosts are real. That's it. You know, they like there's a bunch of stuff that seems really true, and then there's all this stuff that's like too crazy, and then some people are like, this isn't true. Like what do you? I don't know, but no, let's do it.
Here's how it works.
Okay.
What we need to do is not tell people what's happening. We just need to start asking the questions.
Oh, okay.
Then we can start discovering what the answers are. But if we start bringing up, look at how many people have gone missing. Look at how many people never show up. My roommate never showed up, and there's no evidence. I haven't been able to find anything about him.
That's weird.
More than that, I want to get some numbers to start things. If I take this to the people at KTRU, they've got to give me a segment at least.
Yeah. I mean, something weird's probably happened to them. We should probably we could ask them questions too.
Yeah, I think everyone's experienced some of this stuff.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you're focused on this because sometimes I feel like we don't focus on it enough because it keeps happening to us and like nobody talks about it and it's weird.
I'm tired of pretending like it's not happening.
Yeah, me too.
All right, let's go see what we can find.
Okay.
So, I think Addie and Sawyer kind of went and tried to like put things together.
Okay.
And then Sawyer would have taken the binder of whatever he could find.
Well, let me pause you there real quick. What sort of information are you guys looking for?
What he's looking for is any sort of records. Well, okay, records of student disappearances, like numbers where they didn't like try to like look up students who didn't drop out, but like aren't on in the school anymore. Any sort of like reports of student deaths that go outside of the normal, psychiatry complaints. Basically, he's not looking for an extensive find everything that's happened at the school. He's looking for enough that he can go to someone and say there is something here to look at.
Adelaide would also look at like actual paranormal reports or reports, whatever she could find, like throughout history, newspapers, just whatever, wherever, of accounts of people like going, oh, I saw a ghost, even things that were considered weird, and then try and cross-reference that with what Sawyer's found to see if there's anything that crosses.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to make a couple research rolls.
I think that sounds
Now,
fair.
these are huge research tasks that you guys are. So you are basically looking for a bunch of like weird student-related like patterns, essentially.
Yeah, and I think the thing is that obviously if he had months to do this, he would look for everything. He would look for enough to like put everything in perspective.
Okay.
I think what he's really looking for now is like 2 or 3 incidents that he can point to as evidence that there's more.
Okay.
You know, so like even starting off with information about the like burning of the roost when things started at the beginning of the year, and like the differences in people's report, like because I'm sure they must have interviewed students about what had happened.
They interviewed basically every student who was there that they could track down.
And there's got to be some inconsistencies, or there's got to be something weird in there that someone other than us saw. You know?
Sure.
And he wants to look into those things, make like a binder, and then bring it to whoever the students would go to at KTRU to like pitch something. I got to imagine there's like a faculty like producer who
Student
runs
run.
them. It's completely student run?
Yeah.
Then there's got to be someone
student
who's like,
run, but faculty advised.
sure. So there's got to be either like faculty who's important there, or a student who's head of the organization and who I could like pitch something to.
You've met him.
Yeah, he was he the one running the
career or the orientation day booth.
right. Yeah.
And then you are researching what exactly?
I want to basically research and just see if there are any like reported paranormal occurrences. And when I say reported, I don't necessarily mean police reports or newspaper. I just mean like looking through the internet. Like people often post things like, oh my god, this really weird thing happened to me. I just basically want to see what I can find that's associated in Pine Box or around ETU, and then sort of cross-reference it with the information that he's finding to find more evidence to hopefully support what he's found.
Okay, so research at a -4, research at a -2.
Okay.
So that's a smarts-based skill, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
I also
And also, this is important. Where are you researching?
I probably would do some of it in the library and a lot of it on the computer.
Okay.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm doing a lot of my research in like the school records. Like
Okay.
The library, wherever they would keep like public school records and newspapers and stuff.
2, yes?
I get a +2, right? If that's in the library?
If it's in the library, because you are a library assistant?
Yeah, library tech.
Yes. However, if you... Well, hold on. So you're looking in the school records.
Yes.
So
and I get a +2 because I'm researching and I have the investigator skill.
So that invalidates the penalty, so just make a straight research roll for
Okay.
it.
It's not great. I will re-roll with an extra credit.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try one re-roll
One,
with
two.
a Benny,
With a Benny.
and then I'll just admit that I got pretty bad stuff. I got pretty bad stuff.
Okay.
Wow.
So we will deal with that here in a moment. Adelaide, you are researching in the library and on the computer, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me...
Can I research on the computer in the library?
Yes.
Impossible.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope someone gets that.
My eyebrows.
Yeah, you're just every word.
Yeah.
Library.
It's funny making gifs because I'm like, wow, I do a lot of weird shit with my eyebrows. Neat.
Tell me
As I
about
do
it.
Me
anymore.
too.
You crit failed? Well, that's funny,
Oh, wait.
because there is no service. The next time a character tries to use the internet, it is not working. If they're making a research roll, it automatically fails.
Oh my god!
But hey, thanks very much. That one's from Peter Buxton. That's the mystery box card from last time.
no.
But it looks like not only... Okay, so here's what happens,
No.
Adelaide.
Why do I have so many?
Adelaide, you are at a computer in the library. Slightly after hours, you finished up some of the work that you were doing there as part of your library technician work, and you sit down at one of the computers, and it just is not connecting to the internet. So you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe this one's not, maybe the other ones are. None of them are connected to the internet. But you're pretty sure you know some workarounds, so you open up some of the settings and start fiddling with the network settings. And it looks like you somehow get into an advanced setting that you're not quite sure what it means, but it looks like, I mean, you see something that's talking about LAN, and that's an internet thing, and Ethernets, and that's also internets. And you uncheck a few boxes, you hit apply just to make sure, just to see if it works. And you're sitting there, you still can't get the internet to work when that kind of silvery-haired librarian comes up a staircase just looking around. Who is screwing with the computer system? Who? You? No, I see you. I see you. Hey,
Is this
what are you
Sonia?
doing here? This is Sonia. You're not supposed to be here.
Well, I work here, and then I'm doing some research.
Oh, right,
I'm
it's
Adelaide,
you.
Remember?
yeah, I
We
remember.
met.
Yeah, I remember. What are you doing on the computers?
I was just doing some research.
Okay, the network's down right now. Did you not get the email about that? IT had to. They're redoing the whole network right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Now here's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
Why is every other computer in the library suddenly showing a critical network error?
Is it? I don't.
Yeah,
know.
they are. Here, look at the one. Look at this one. Come here. You see that? That giant flashing error message. And I don't know about you. I don't often see flashing error messages on computers now. That's typically something you see in like movies or TV, but that one's flashing.
It is. I don't.
Yeah, they're all doing that.
Okay.
Including my computer. I wasn't even doing work on the internet. I was just doing some offline work. And I started getting an error. And I can't close out of that box now. What are you doing?
I was just trying to do some research and.
Okay, well, don't.
Well, I can't.
Do research at your computer, at your dorm. Mess up your dorm's computers or your own computer. Don't mess up the library computers because this sets everyone else back valuable time and work.
I don't.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And you really shouldn't even be here.
I work here, and this is the.
But you shouldn't be here after hours.
It's open late for students to. It's
Did you not
finals
get the
week.
email?
The
This is not finals week. This is in between last time and
Right.
finals week.
The
library is closing early this week, closing down so that the IT technicians can work on the internet from the
Okay.
email.
Right. I didn't see that. I was.
That's clear.
Yeah. Okay.
You should go home.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Really? Because it looked like you were continuing to click on things.
I was on my way to. I just need to gather my.
I can wait.
Okay.
And she just stands there staring at you with her arms crossed while you gather up your things. Oh, that's also yours. Okay. You can probably close that later. You can do that at home.
Sorry.
Miss Blackwood. That's correct?
Yes.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Salem, Massachusetts.
I know.
Well, there's one in Oregon.
I assume that most people, when they say they're from Salem, refer to the one in
I have a friend
Massachusetts.
who's from the one in Oregon, and she just says Salem. I just thought it might be confusing.
I think there's one in North Carolina too.
Your family is native to the Salem area? They've
Yeah.
lived there for many generations, is that correct?
Yes.
I thought as much.
Is that bad? Do you know them?
Be careful here, Miss Blackwood.
In the library?
Yes. Be careful in the library, because if you mess up anything else that I'm working on again, I'm going to make sure you never work in the library again.
Okay. I was just.
I'll be watching you, Miss Blackwood,
Okay.
closely.
Okay.
you can go.
Was good. Okay. Thanks.
Sawyer, meanwhile, you are going through all of the school records, like looking for these anomalous things that you're searching for. And you can't find any. What you do find is that, yeah, things happen to people who are going to school here. There are thousands of students here every year, and there's surrounded by Texas forest, the big thicket, all kinds of things, a lake. Accidents happen. It does seem like every now and then there's a surprising amount of people who are mauled by animals. But other than that, you can't really find much that seems out of the norm. People go missing. Bad things do happen to people, but it's never presented as anything anomalous, as anything unusual. Violence happens when people congregate. Strange things happen when people congregate. Nothing here seems out of the ordinary to anyone who isn't looking for patterns like that, and there definitely isn't enough for you to hang any sort of proof on.
Just the fact that I'm not finding anything about this means that there's got to be something going on. This is terrible logic, but
It's pretty bad logic, but I like it.
He's experienced enough that it feels like there's got to be something out there.
I know what you mean. We've run into enough stuff. You would think that like people would be reporting that more. So do you think there's like a group that's like going through and getting rid of it all?
I don't know. Look, I don't want to go and start off by accusing people of covering things up. That's a dangerous way to start stuff.
Oh, I've seen that, yeah. Try Reddit.
But I don't think we can just wait for some evidence to land in our laps before I try and get people to know about this. I think we're going to have to make my pitch even without any evidence.
Do you think they'll take it? I don't know what Kate True is like about that kind of stuff. They
I don't
seem
know.
serious.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice people, you know? I've partied with them a couple times, and they go pretty hard. And I've been doing a lot of the like grunt work this year, and I've been helping out a lot. So I think I've earned a little bit, you know. So at least they'll listen to me.
Yeah, then I think you should for sure. But you know, if they don't, then you could I mean, there's the internet now. I mean, I know Barrett's awful, but you could do like your own YouTube channel, or like you could do your own thing too, to get it out there. If they won't listen,
Sure.
go over their heads. You know, it's important stuff.
I don't really love the YouTube news culture, but you know what? If you got to get the news out, you got to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
I know some people too, like, can help you out if need be, probably.
I'm gonna take this to KTRU.
Okay.
They're reasonable people. Maybe they'll let me have a segment, even if it's in the middle of the night or something.
I guess that's a start.
So I think Sawyer wants to go. What was the name of the guy? I didn't write it down.
Keith.
Keith. Great.
What's my drug dealer's name?
Oh, no, it's not Keith.
John.
That is the drug dealer's name.
Only one person may be named Keith.
Dennis.
Dennis
That's
is his roommate.
my roommate.
Ooh. You better.
Random name generator, you are failing me.
I gotta keep scratching out names.
Philip.
That's
That's the guy who played.
I don't care.
I think there was. Oh, that's what I said. That's what my fake name was.
Philip Gagliardi.
When we got caught.
Gagliardi.
Galliardi.
Gagliardi.
No,
Didn't
I
say that
liked
part.
Gagliardi.
Gaglard.
Okay, so you're gonna go talk to
Philip
Philip?
did that when he was young. It's not,
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Okay. Yeah, you can just leave the boxes by the door.
Hey, Phil. I wanted to talk to you about an idea I had.
It's Philip.
Philip, sorry. Look, you're a senior, right?
Yep.
So you know that like things get pretty strange around here sometimes, right?
Well, that's college, man.
Yeah, but like more strange than normal, or at least you've heard about stuff. I mean, look, my whole year almost died in a fire on like before school even started.
Yeah, I know. We covered it. It was pretty messed up.
Yeah, and there was some weird stuff that people said about that, right? Like didn't you hear about any of that?
I mean, yeah.
Look,
But there was a lot of stuff that people were saying.
But look, think about it this way. There's a lot of rumors that go around ETU, okay? a lot of stuff about strange things happening in the woods and around campus and kids disappearing and stuff like that. And I think that we're really missing an opportunity to get viewers onto the channel by interviewing people about this, by doing pieces about these things. Have, and he Sawyer's going to take a bit of a shot in the dark here.
Okay.
Because he has not really talked about it. Have you heard anybody talk about the rumors of that strange creature that people see every now and then? It's got like porcupine quills all over its body.
You talking about the lake monster?
I don't remember what people called it. We've heard people refer to it as the Needler before, right?
Yes.
I think they called it the Needler.
Oh, the Needler.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's heard stories about that.
Look.
Campus boogeyman.
Okay, whether it's real or not.
It's not.
People are interested, right?
Yeah, but it's not real.
Sure. Okay. I'm not saying these things are real.
Mm-hmm.
But look at what's on television right now, okay? People love stories. They love folklore. They love hearing about things that are going on in their area, okay? And if there's anything that's going to bring the ETU student base together, it's these sort of stories. Things that everyone can get behind. Imagine if we had a segment, it could be any time. I know that you've got a couple hours that we usually keep the station pretty much blank in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we had a segment where we interview kids who report these crazy stories, or find people who are experts on the area, or old people who live in the town and know the stories as they've been passed down? Like, let's do something that tells about the history of ETU and the lore around it.
All right. So let's say that we were to do something like this.
Yeah.
Who would we put in charge of it?
Well, I mean, I'm willing to do the footwork.
Give me a persuade roll.
Persuade. What was my persuasion? It's a D6. Okay. God, I cannot roll well today. Extra credit.
What'd you get?
I got a 3.
9 now.
I keep rolling 2 and 3. I
Okay.
keep rolling it over and over again. That's
So there's a 1 and a
3.
3. That's different.
Well, let's do one more roll with the Benny.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
That's a 4. I'll keep a 4, I guess.
Okay.
You have no choice.
I got a 7.
Son of a...
J Matthews 85. Thank you very much for the sub.
Thank you.
Freshmen don't get segments.
Okay, well,
That's station policy.
what if I could find a junior or a senior to be the face of the whole thing, and I would just produce it? Okay, I could find the people. I could get the interviews set up, and we could get someone else to be the face of the entire thing.
I don't think we really have anyone who has enough of an interest or a presence to make something like that work. Listen, Sawyer, you're pretty dedicated to what you do here. All right, that's clear. Anyone can see that you're someone who really wants to go after stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you want to get to the truth of the matter, and that's something we value here.
Yeah, K-True.
Right.
That's what we call it.
Yeah. No, I remember.
You told me that.
I did tell you that. But what I'm saying is, I don't think you're quite ready for this yet. All right, but hey, I'm not saying no. What I'm saying is this. I'm planning on being a journalism major for the rest of your time here, right? You want to keep doing work here at K-True?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Well, listen, like you said, I'm a senior. I'm probably going to be graduating at the end of this year. Fingers crossed. So I won't be in charge of everything next year. But I got a pretty good idea of some of the people who they're considering putting in my place. And I could talk to them about this idea. Now, here's what I want you to do if you're serious about it. Take this year. Build up some material. Do some digging. Talk to some people. Get some stuff put together. Sophomores can submit for having a segment. Come back sophomore year, get all of your ducks lined up, and if you're really serious about this thing, pitch it then.
All right. Okay.
Yeah? But I'm not talking about, just Googling some Wikipedia shit and then bringing that up, printing it out, and putting it together in a binder and being like, look, all right, I'm talking about get some serious sources.
No.
Get some serious stuff.
I don't do my research on Google. I like to have books and papers, like real stuff.
All right, I mean, that's a nice sentiment and everything, but Google's where most of the information is now, right? I mean,
Sure.
Internet's where
saying,
everyone does that stuff now.
Look, what I'm saying is I want to find the real stuff around here, okay?
Look, I get it. You're passionate. We like that. But you got to temper it a bit with figuring out how hard this stuff is to actually do. And if you can do that and you can hang on to that passion, then I think you got a good shot at submitting this as a segment next year.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I will. I'm going to get it together. But if I find anything really big, I'm going to come back to you.
Hey,
I
you
will
find
let
something
you know.
huge, sure, I'd love to hear it.
Because there's some strange stuff going around on this campus.
So people say.
Should I just leave the box here, you said?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one of them, but I'm going to need the other 6 from down in the basement.
Okay.
We're trying to do a retrospective, so they're going to be, like, back in the back corner of the basement, though, so, like, bring some gloves. Lot of spiders.
Oh, great.
Lot of spiders.
All right. So I imagine Sawyer just makes his way down there and finds the old film reels or whatever it is that he's pulling up.
VHS tapes.
VHS tapes and old Super 8 films from back in the
Definitely Super 8 films.
60s.
They're there.
yeah. Who knows?
Anything could be there. Give me a notice roll.
Okay.
See if you notice all the spiders crawling up your butthole.
I noticed pretty good.
It's real specific.
That's where they go.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Yeah.
No.
They say over a lifetime, over 40 spiders crawl in your
That's a
butthole.
7.
A 7.
Yes.
Okay, so as you are down there trying to get into the back corner of the basement to get to all of the boxes that you need to bring upstairs, you're lifting some of them off and you uncover what looks like an old, like, trunk underneath some of them. And it's one of those, like, steamer trunks that has, like, the flip-up latches and it's really, like, solidly constructed. And it just, something about it looks interesting.
Oh, I've got to open a cool old trunk like that.
Okay, so you put some of the boxes down and you try not to get too much dust blown into your face when you lift the latches and open up the box.
I'm just like, if the curious hindrance doesn't, like, basically force you to open a weird old trunk you find in the basement, then why take that hindrance?
That's a very fair point. And it appears to be filled with what look like a bunch of old textbooks, which is very disappointing at first. But then you realize they're not textbooks. They're old yearbooks. But they don't look like they're yearbooks for East Texas University. They look like they are yearbooks for hold on. One moment. Southeast Texas Institute.
That's like what the place was named before.
Give me common knowledge.
Common knowledge.
He's already solved your puzzle.
Wow!
Aced it.
I got a 12.
That's what the place was called before it was called East Texas University. It was Southeast Texas Institute. And these yearbooks look like they cover largely the range from, like, this trunk is full of them. It looks like the 40s through, like, the 60s are in here.
Oh, man. So I think Sawyer is going to grab, like, 4 or 5 of them at random
Okay.
and kind of just, like, put it in his jacket.
Cool.
And also maybe, like, close the trunk and, like, slide it off to the side somewhere.
Okay. So you nonchalantly walk out of the place with 4 or 5 yearbooks inside of your jacket. It's not quite that large.
They're not enormous.
It's more like, you know, when you're walking into the movie theater with candy underneath both of your arms and a water bottle in your pocket.
He's probably
you know?
got, like, a messenger bag he carries or something
Sure.
like that.
Yeah. Oh man, he absolutely probably does.
Yeah. Sawyer's a messenger bag. Let's be friggin' real.
And you manage to abscond with some yearbooks from, we'll say, one from each, a couple from each decade.
Okay.
We'll say 6 altogether. All right. So that is what happens with you in the meantime.
All right.
Calvin,
Yeah.
Are there any from the 80s?
are there any from the 80s? Not in that box. Sorry.
Although it was called ETU then too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
Calvin,
Hello.
you are walking out one morning to your car.
Okay.
At East Texas University, when you live in the dorms, if you have a car, you are assigned a parking spot. So everyone
Okay.
parks in the same spot.
Great.
That prevents,
Nice.
confusion and everyone fighting for spots.
Makes sense.
So you are walking out to your car.
That's my car.
Yes.
Oh.
How'd you get this car?
I didn't get this car. PEG Clint found this car and
Whoa.
sent it to us.
What?
Nice.
Since it is
Cool.
representative of Calvin's car,
That's exactly my car.
he thought that would be
That's
kind of cool. So
crazy.
thank you very much,
That's
PEG
super
Clint.
cool.
Super
As you-
cool. Yeah.
Walk out to your car. We'll just put that right there in front. Yeah, that's your car.
Wow,
That's his car.
that's awesome.
Look, hold it up next to the picture.
Oh, okay. It's
That's his car.
complicated.
Look at it.
That's my car.
That's so cool.
Wow.
I should-
Get in
Bumblebee
your
edition.
car.
Before we
I have
get
a mini that fits in the car.
Before we get to you walking out to the car, I have a couple things. Some points of extra credit. Kron the Mad sends 1 point of extra credit to whoever currently has the most.
The mouse.
Whoa, the mad.
Usually
I have
Ron.
3.
Oh, I also have 3.
I don't have the most. That's not me.
All right. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Adelaide
Thank you.
Blackwood from Kron the
How
Mad.
many do you have? Do you have 2?
I have 2.
Oh, I think it's
October-
I used 2. of
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Octavio 1776 would like to give 1 to Sawyer.
Yay! Thank you.
Simon Pirnkoff would like to give 1 to Adelaide.
Ah, thank you.
And J Matthews 85 would like to give 1 to Sawyer.
Yay! Thank
Yay,
you.
thank
There we
you.
go. So you are walking out to your car.
Yes.
And there is like a middle-aged man just standing in front of your parking spot, just staring at your car. Like just hands in his pockets, just kind of staring at it.
At the front of the car, the back of the car, like
Just at your car, like at the front of it. Like he's just in front of your space, just staring at it. And at first you just think he's like hanging out, but then as you get closer, it's very evident that he is just standing there staring directly at your car.
Hey, man.
Uh,
Yo.
oh,
You all right, man? Wait. That's my car.
Sorry, your car goes real good across the table. Don't worry, nothing else is happening while you guys are running a car back and
Sorry.
forth across the table.
How rude.
Just someone else's turn.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. What?
What? Something wrong with my car, man? Or you just saying, looking at cars, admiring it? It's a nice car, right?
Oh,
2009 Bumblebee edition.
no.
You-
I thought it was a. Could have sworn it was a different car.
Like a different model, or like it's somebody else's car, or
Why would it be someone else's? Clearly, it's yours.
yeah, man, it is mine. You all right, man?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
All right. Well, I'll catch you later, man.
Sorry. What's your name?
My name's Calvin. What's yours, man?
Calvin. What?
What do you need my last name? You a cop?
No, I'm not a cop. He
has
flips a laminated tag around on his like shirt pocket. I work in administration here.
Oh,
I work for the university.
but you a student too, or like? No, you ain't. You too old to be.
He's
a
like
student.
48. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's,
I mean, you could
no,
go
no.
back a lot or some
I'm
shit, I don't know.
no. I work here.
Oh,
I work in administration.
oh, you just checking to see if that's my spot. Calvin Everett Jr. That's me.
Oh, Everett. Okay.
Sorry to disappoint you. Is somebody else you looking for? Or?
No, I could have sworn this car looked different a second ago.
All right. Well, I gotta go. Not be here, so I'm just gonna start getting in the car.
Okay.
And then, does he walk away or anything, or
No, he just kind of stands there and looks at the car.
I'm gonna turn it on
Okay.
and pull out of the spot
Okay.
and leave.
All right, cool. Scene over. All right, so. Yes, Zuko, thank you very much for the tip. We
Hey.
appreciate you. May you reign over the Fire Kingdom for the rest of your life.
Actually abdicated in his daughter.
I said what I said, and I meant it.
I think you guys have taught your cat really well.
And Adelaide, things have been going weird for you lately. Like, weirder than normal.
Okay, I was like, that's okay.
Like, you have... you're used to some weird stuff happening. It doesn't even strike you as really weird anymore. It's just what you know, right? You know, some days you wake up and the world just is not going your way, and that's just part of it. And sometimes it happens in a weird way, sometimes it doesn't. But, like, this is different. Stuff has been getting really weird for you. The other day, you woke up screaming because you didn't have hands.
Oh.
Cool.
You woke up and there were just stumps at the ends of your arms and you didn't know what was happening, and Laura Lee got out of bed because you were screaming and was trying to figure out what was wrong, and you couldn't explain it because you were so worked up over this, trying to wake up from what felt like a dream, but it wasn't a dream, and you would not, she kept trying to tell you you had hands, but you would not believe it until she literally put something into your hand, and at that point, you saw that you were holding it, and you did have hands. That was the other day. A week or so before that, your voice sounded like a man's voice for the entire morning. And you just thought something was weird with your ears, or maybe it was like that, the sulfur hexafluoride or whatever. Maybe there was a leak or something, and it was just making your voice sound deeper. Maybe it was in all the dorms, but no one else's voice sounded different. And then you got really self-conscious about it, and you didn't know what was going on, so you just didn't talk to anyone all morning. But then finally, someone just directly asked you a question, and you had to talk, and you were so worried that what was going to come out was that weird gravelly voice that you'd been using when you tried to sing in the shower that morning, and it didn't sound like your voice, and it made you so weirded out. So you just kind of like tried to say hi, and it came out totally normal. Because why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So that's been weird.
Yeah.
Things have just been getting real bizarre for you lately.
Yeah.
Give me a common knowledge roll.
Okay.
At a -2.
-3, including my...
Correct.
Ooh.
Forgot about that.
Self-narc.
Ooh, ace. 8.
8. Success with a raise. Okay. So, yeah, then there was that homeless guy who got all up in your space. And you still see him around campus sometimes, and he sees you. But you've been lucky enough that you can see him from a distance and get out of there before he comes over. And he always is clearly interested in coming over to talk to you. Bondo, thank you very much for the tip.
Thanks, Bondo.
That started happening. And then all this stuff. And when you think about it, it all sort of started happening fairly recently. Around the time that you decided you would be the one to hold on to that cross. Right about that time. Anyways, everyone raise your glasses. Your red Solo cups. Zuko bought us a shot. This is my blanket now. Raise him up and chug. Thanks very much, Zuko.
3 blankets and a robe.
Yeah, it's all yours. You own everything.
Yeah. She owns us currently. Forever.
Which brings us to tonight. As we all take a water break. Tomorrow is finals.
No.
Yes, tomorrow is finals.
Damn.
And you guys all decided that you would get together and help each other study in a distraction-free environment that Sawyer suggested, which is Mom's Diner, later at night when there are less people there, and when Linda is working. Because Linda's great, and she'll let you stay there for a long time without ordering a whole lot and just study.
She'll give you cat guts.
No.
No, that was Lizbeth.
That was Lizbeth. She works there during the day. Linda works at night.
L names.
Get it together. You can't just call Linda Lisbeth.
No, I've had a bad
That's
week.
not cool.
I didn't do it on purpose.
No, Adelaide. Linda works here
No.
only at the night shift.
Okay, I know. I'm just not good with names. I'm just
You all right?
stressed out. Yeah.
You all right? You hear Linda's approach long before she gets to the table as she stops at every table along the way and asks them in her plaintive southern way if they are all right. You all right? And then finally, she walks up to your table, a plump and pleasant-looking southern woman with her hair all updid, wearing an old-fashioned diner waitress apron. Y'all right?
Yeah, Linda, I think we're gonna be here a while. We got a lot to go over.
Oh yeah, finals are tomorrow, aren't they?
Can I just get another pot of black coffee?
Another pot of coffee for Sawyer. You
Yeah.
got it. I had him get one brewing just as soon as we got rid of the last one.
Can I have an apple juice?
Apple juice? You got it, little missy. I'll get you an apple juice.
You are simply the best.
Hey, flattery will get you everywhere here. And you know it. You know it. He knows it. What can I get for you two? Anything else? You doing all right? You need some more water or anything?
Just water, yeah.
Water?
I'm good on liquids, but can I get a slice of that apple pie?
Oh, you want that a la mode?
Yeah. Anybody else want?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
A little late, Calvin.
We are going to be up all night studying, Ron. All night. I mean, finals start tomorrow, so we might as well get some sugar.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, calm down. Remember, it is important for you to get a good night's sleep before a big test, too.
I don't think we have time to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
But she's right. Sleep is really important. I don't know which thing is more important though. I guess we could sleep and then we could wake up early, and then so that way we got sleep and then we could study some more in the morning.
All right, well, I'm all right with y'all sitting here and having some coffee and some water and doing some studying, but sleeping is where we have to draw the line, all right? That's not my call.
I didn't mean
that's
sleeping
that's
here.
management.
No,
I would sleep here. You wouldn't be able to get proper sleep here, especially if you were only getting a few hours. You probably want to go home and sleep in your actual bed.
All right, baby girl, I'm gonna get you that apple juice. All right?
You know what? I will take a slice of that pie too.
Oh, all right, Alamo.
Yeah, it might be a long night, so
Hey,
sure.
Come on, get a slice.
You could get a salad. You like salads. Put it in your pocket.
We do a mean garden salad.
A la mode. Get that.
Comes
Ron.
No, that would be gross.
Comes with ranch,
Ron,
non-negotiable.
Kind of.
apple
It
pie
comes with a lot of
is
ranch.
made from apples.
Hey, he's got a point.
Yeah, but-
I do know what apple pie is made out of.
And then the crust is just bread and stuff, ain't nothing bad in there.
Listen, boys, your friend knows what a pie is. All right, let's not get so caught up in everything
No.
about the finals. You
No.
feel the need to teach everybody everything. All right.
I mean, he's not from around here,
He knows what apple
I'm
pie
from
is.
Nebraska.
They got pie in Nebraska.
But like that part of Nebraska that nobody's from.
They have pie in that part of Nebraska. Mm-hmm. All right, they got pie there too.
All right. So Ron knows what pie is.
So just the 2 slices, a la mode.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Apple juice, pot of coffee, more
I
water.
also want a slice, please.
A la mode.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, 3 slices of apple pie, a la mode. Black coffee, more water coming right up. All right, be right back, sugars.
Pie's just a
Y'all right?
square
Y'all right?
piece of
Y'all right?
with the apples on top, and they kind of go over.
Oh, you're
What?
gonna be real sad when you see our pie, man.
Ron, that's not what pie
You're
is.
gonna be real
It's
sad.
it's usually
Okay, look.
a circle.
When ours shows up, you at least have to try our pie, okay?
Well, maybe it's just the pie they have just shaped differently. If it's still pie, it can just be.
We'll find out.
Yeah, you mash the apples up and put them on top until they're overflowing over the square.
What's
Okay.
the square made out of, man?
None of this is important because we have to study.
What,
Sure.
No, this is what is a square made out of? I want to know.
It's made out of other fruits.
Sounds like
Okay,
a tort.
I do want to
tart.
see what this apple pie looks like at
Well,
some point.
Maybe
ain't no
one day
apple
I'll
pie.
make you an apple pie the way that my mother used to
That
make
would be
apple
very nice. We would very much appreciate that.
Yeah, all right, yeah, all right. Let's get back
Don't
to
mind
study.
them, Ron.
Let's focus, all right?
What is everybody's philosophy on the best way to cram or study before a final? Because everybody's got their own, what I read on the internet you have to do is chew gum while you're doing this, and then you chew that same flavor of gum during the test, and your brain links it to the flavor and the smell. right? Like, do any of you guys have any things like that you're focused on right now?
I think for Adelaide, it's just going over things over and over again and quizzing and, you know, all the traditional flashcards, all kinds of things such as that. I don't think she has particular things. She might, you know, like, she's probably looked up like a little good luck incantation that she's had for forever that she just thought was fun.
Okay.
She doesn't, you know if it actually works because
Sure.
magic's not real until now.
Sawyer's kind of a power crammer. It's like when it gets to like the day or 2 days before a test, he'll like go through every chapter they did in the book and read like the first sentence of each paragraph.
Okay.
And just kind of like skip between the paragraphs, and like if one of them confuses him, he'll like make a little note and go back and read that one.
Just going after that thesis statement.
Honestly, yeah, he's just trying to get the gist because he's convinced that he's probably taken it all in from the classes and that he can figure it out when it actually gets to the thing. But this is just to find the gaps where he either missed class or wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
When things was going on.
Okay, so power cramming, good luck spells, and flashcards.
Calvin in high school mostly could usually pay his way into like passing a test. Sometimes. When he couldn't, what he did was he would cram at the very last minute, but he would also get someone to cram with him and force them to take his phone away because he gets distracted very easily. And so anytime he would lose focus, the other person would threaten to text somebody on his phone. He's like, no, I'm doing this, all right? I'm studying. And right now, Adelaide has his phone.
Can I amend that?
Yes.
Ron has your phone.
Okay.
So Ron is actually a pretty good researcher and a good student, and he does his homework almost immediately, and he does.
Because why would you put it off?
Why would you put it off?
It's just going to get more stressful and harder to do
Right.
the further away you get from the assignment.
Yeah, I don't understand why anyone would push it off for.
It just doesn't make any sense.
The thing is, though, is that he does as much work as possible through the library and through reading and through book work and stuff like that. However, a lot of his classes have naturally moved into things that are only available on the internet.
Of course, naturally.
And so he is afraid of the internet. And so he hasn't really used it a whole lot and explored it too much. So he is cramming in the way that only Ron can cram, in that he's borrowing Calvin's phone and like touch typing things and just trying to get any more information. All the stuff that he wasn't able to find in the library, he is trying to find on the phone.
Okay.
I think Calvin usually gets someone to tutor him to take his phone away, but this time because it's Ron, he's like, anytime he gets unfocused, Ron just texts like, hey, how are you, to a random person without doing anything weird. So it's just a bunch of texts outgoing to people like, hey, how are you doing? I mean nothing. They're like, why are you texting me?
Okay, so we have afraid of the internet, easily distracted, good luck spells and flashcards.
I also want to say, like, she completely knows all this stuff. She's been studying for forever.
Sure.
She's just, yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're not going to do flashcards
Not
and
this
still
week.
try and cast a good luck spell.
'Cause that
yeah,
curse.
That's true. Things have been a bit fuzzy for
yeah.
you this week. All of this stuff, some of the stuff on your study sheets, you're like, I don't even remember reading that before. There's no way we went over that in class. But then when you check with people, they're like, yeah, we spent a whole day on that in class.
Yeah, she's frazzled. She's extra frazzled, too, 'cause she has to go home soon.
It's like
That-
we had a guest lecturer for that one. It was like a big thing.
But it also just feels like there's just small gaps in your memory.
Yeah.
And this has happened to you once or twice before in your life. And we have skimming for main ideas in paragraphs. Really sounds like you guys are gambling with your futures here. Let's gamble with your futures.
Yeah.
Here's how this is going to work.
Okay.
We're each going to make a wager, a hidden wager, inside of our hands with points of extra credit. You're going to spend these points of extra credit. However many points of extra credit you put inside of your hand that you don't show to anyone else, you are going to spend. But I am also going to be putting points of extra credit in my hand. How many points of extra credit does everyone have?
I have
3, 4.
5.
2.
5? Okay. So
2, 3,
2,
4,
3,
5.
4, 5. Wow, there's no median here. So I am going to have 3 points of extra credit assigned to me. Okay?
Because no one gave you any?
Because no one gave me any.
Oh, come on, guys, give him some.
No, it's fine.
Give the team some.
I'm going to spend these now like I'm borrowing them from the bank, and any I get are going to pay off against this debt. I have 3 points of extra credit. I am going to put either 0, 1, 2, or 3 pieces of extra credit in my hand and close my fist. You are all going to do the same thing, and we will simultaneously open our hands and reveal how many pieces of extra credit we have in our hand. Any of you who have more pieces of extra credit in your hand than me get a +1 on your studies roll when you take your finals this session. Any of you who have less get a -1 on your studies roll. But it gets spent no matter what. Make sense?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so first, let me just put a couple, or none, or 1 piece of extra credit in my hand.
What if we match you?
If you match me, then you also get a +1.
Fair. Thank you.
Heroes win ties. Okay. Place your points of extra credit in your hand. Does anyone want to change the amount of extra credit that they have put in their hands?
Show me what you have.
No. But nice try.
Go planet.
And reveal.
Oh, I just had 1.
I
just had
have
1.
2 pieces of extra credit in my hand, which means Calvin and Adelaide get a +1 on their studies roll. However, Ron and Sawyer are going to get a -1. It turns out not being familiar with the internet is really starting to bite you in the butt here, Ron. And it also turns out, Sawyer, though you haven't realized this just yet, sometimes they hide some useful information in the middle of the paragraphs as well.
Not to mention, you should probably sleep before a test.
Yeah, it's definitely an important thing. And maybe pie with ice cream and a whole pot of coffee aren't the best things to have the night before, but that's tomorrow's problem. Tonight, you all are studying. So, as your pie is brought over, here we go. 1 slice of apple pie a la mode, 1 slice of apple pie a la mode, another slice of apple pie a la mode with an apple juice. You're gonna turn into an apple if you don't watch it there, honey. All right, I'm just kidding.
Adelaide
And
there.
we got 1, here we go. Pot of coffee for the table, although that's probably gonna be mostly you, isn't it?
Well, you know, I'm gonna try.
You really can put it away. It's unhealthy, slightly upsetting.
It doesn't really affect me that much, so I need to drink a lot.
All right. See how long that lasts. There's a little more water for you.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else y'all need? You just let me know. You give me the high sign. I'm walking around just making sure everybody's all right. And if you ain't, give me the word.
If we're not all right, we'll let you know.
I'll leave you to your studying.
Thank you, ma'am.
You all right? You all right? You all right? You all right?
For some reason, that reminds me of like a prison warden, more than like a diner.
All right. So you guys dig into your pie and your coffee and continue to work on your studying. Will everyone give me a notice roll, please?
Notice smarts.
Notice is yes is smarts.
Oh no.
7.
7.
Fair.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How many times did you ace?
times.
Was it 1 ace per?
Ooh.
That was 20 with your -1.
Ooh.
20 with your -1. Okay, that's a success with 4 raises.
I noticed. Good.
What did you get?
I got a 4.
A 4?
8.
8.
7.
7. All right. You two, well, all of you, hear the bell clang. It's starting to slow down here at Mom's. It's around like 9:30 at night, and the dinner crowd is gone. There's a couple other tables that are clearly students who have the same idea you do, and 1 or 2 of those like late night families that have kids out, and you're like, it's 9:30. Why do you have kids out at a diner at this point? Like, that seems late. They're really little kids, and they seem tired. Like, shouldn't you just take them home? There's a couple of those. But the bell jingles over the door, and you see, you catch a glimpse of a bit of an outlandish figure walking through the door. A tall, very pale-looking man boy. It looks like he's probably a student. He might be older than you, he might not be. It's hard to tell because he has his dark hair swept over one of his eyes and dark eyeliner under the other. He doesn't appear to be wearing a shirt, but he's wearing black leather pants and a long black trench coat. And he just comes in through the door and just stares around at everything and then grabs a table in the far back corner where the lights don't work as well and just sort of sits with his back to the wall where he can see the door and see everyone in there and just kind of stares at everyone. So you guys notice the weird goth kid with no shirt come in. You two notice it looks like something's up with his mouth. Like he's like, I don't know, like he's holding something in his mouth or something, or maybe he just has a weird bite, or like maybe he has braces, or maybe he's sucking on a jawbreaker. You're not entirely sure what the deal is, but that's what you notice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all. Your phone buzzes.
My phone, not his phone.
Your phone.
Okay.
It's another text from Stacy.
Oh.
Kian Farlander, thank you very much for the sub.
Thank you. See what that says.
Hey, what are you doing tonight?
I'm studying. It is finals tomorrow at 9 a.m. for me in my class.
Yo, Ron, I mean, if I can't use my phone, like, you probably shouldn't either. That's like...
You should focus, yeah.
I mean, who... Is that your mom? Like, tell your mom you gotta study, you know? Like,
It's Stacy.
it's Stacy?
Wait, that Stacy is still texting you?
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks since the events at the Lester Hughes dorm when you all first met Stacy. And Ron has not mentioned anything about Stacy since then. And you just assumed that maybe there was nothing else left to tell. But in fact, Stacy has been continuing to text Ron and is being very dogged in her continued flirtations with you, Ron.
Ron, if you don't want somebody to do that, you can tell them to stop. Like that's kind of like a consent thing.
But also, man, look, if you're not into girls, that's completely fine.
Ain't
It
nothing wrong
doesn't
with
matter.
Yeah.
But if you are at all, you should definitely pursue this.
Yes. Yes.
You don't have to if you don't want to, but like, you're supposed to be out here like understanding what the world is like and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is part of that experience.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the full experience, man. You know, cultures and people and...
What are you referring to specifically?
Lady
I mean,
Mako, thank you very much for the tip.
I imagine, like, obviously, people have relationships in the commune, right? Like, I don't think that's. I mean, your parents are they married or?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows about that kind. There's like people you could have relationships with at the commune.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You don't
I mean-
know what they're like there. Maybe they
Yeah.
send letters of. Do you guys have pictures? I don't know, drawings.
I just think that compound would be really different if someone like Stacy was in there. That's all I'm saying.
You don't know that. I mean, have you asked Ron?
Have you seen Stacy? I do know that.
I have
Trust
seen
me.
Stacy.
You seem like a good student. You should probably just not worry about studying. You probably know all the stuff you need to know.
Did she text you again?
We could just hang out.
I'm just saying, it doesn't matter how hot she is. It's more about.
It does, though.
No, it doesn't. What do you mean it matters?
Hey, look, you got my phone. Why don't I get your phone? You know, that way we can both focus, you know?
I don't think. This,
Calvin, you're supposed to be studying, and she's texting Ron, not you.
I know,
You do
but
need to study
I was
more.
trying to help him focus. And it's hard for me to focus when he's on his phone, you know? Like, aren't we
No.
distracted? Look how distracted we are. We're all talking about it.
No, you're distracted because you're talking about Stacy, and you just want to see those pictures that he's not getting.
Those pictures are a lost cause at this point. I'm okay
but
with that.
they're
but
only for Ron anyway.
I can't see them. It's okay. Let's stop talking about the
Okay,
pictures.
you're the one
Nobody
talking
can see
about
them.
it.
Look,
I'm not talking. You brought
Pictures
the
aside,
pictures.
Ron, would you honestly say you are completely uninterested in Stacy?
Well, I don't know if I'm uninterested. I just there's just no time right now. Things are.
Oh man, I'd make time.
Have I mentioned that I rent a house and like don't have any roommates? It's just
Okay.
me here right now.
Look,
How
Ross,
can you afford that?
I know you are trying to be a good kid and be a good Rontagothian and all of that, okay? And we want to help you with all of that, but you don't have to spend all your time studying and working out. Like, this is part of understanding what college is like. So if you're interested in Stacy, you should respond to that text and go do something with her.
Yeah, if you're interested, you definitely should. I agree with Sawyer.
I make
But only if you're interested.
good financial decisions. I'm pretty good with money, among other things.
Are you
Winky face.
sharing any of this information with us?
She's apparently very good with money.
What?
That's a weird
What are
thing
you
to say.
talking about?
She has her own house.
How does she have her own house? Like, where?
Oh.
How old is she? Does she like have a? How? Parents probably.
I couldn't possibly guess. Thank you for the invite. I forgot something.
Are you saying this out loud?
He always does when he texts.
Talk to you soon.
Wait, what that? What is that?
Wait, you forgot something?
That's
What?
not how you end a conversation,
Ron,
man.
why is that what you said to her?
I've seen a number of people that I've been having conversations with, and they'll just say, "I forgot something," and leave. I think that's
Like in person, though, right?
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
As a way.
All right.
Okay.
I thought that was just kind of a way to,
How would that
say
work?
like,
That doesn't
I
make-
forgot something,
Oh, what can I get
and
for
then
you? Oh, all right.
All right,
Just let
let's
me know when you're ready.
just focus.
Okay, fine. I do need to get back to studying, but Ron, let me just say this. I know that you've lived the life in the compound most of the thing, but opportunities like this do not often just walk up to you.
Opportunities.
Literally happened.
Like what though? Like what do you mean when you say that?
yeah.
Adelaide,
What?
you're acting more naive than I think you actually are.
No, I'm not. I want to know what you specifically mean by that.
Okay, Stacy is gorgeous
That's your phone.
Right, but
again.
what
And
does that
rich
have to do
and
with it?
popular.
and
So- I thought
it was
seems
Linda.
pretty smart and is very into Ron.
All that matters is how Ron feels. None of those other things matter.
No.
That's not all that.
No, look. I agree that what matters is how Ron feels. But what I think, and Ron, you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I think that you're very worried about doing the right thing as part of your religion. And I think that you're worried about.
All right. Well, maybe if you ever want to see if that thing that you forgot is over at my place, you can just let me know. Winky face, less than 3.
Okay. Period.
Ron, all I'm saying is that if you want something, if you're interested in something, it's okay to go for it sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I don't know that I agree with the intention, is all I'm saying. All I'm saying is.
Hey, I would say this no matter what girl it is, all right? If it was you, if it was Laura Lee, if it was anybody, I'd be like, yeah, Ron, she's interested in you, go for it. But it's
You would say that
Not if it was
Laura
Laura
Lee?
Lee, though.
During this conversation, everyone give me a
Lorally
notice
hasn't
roll
been
at a -2.
Everyone.
Notice roll?
Yeah, -2.
Wait.
Go ahead.
no after you.
Oh!
I insist.
All right. That was good.
Oh no!
7 minus 2. No, minus 3.
8.
3.
8,
8.
4.
4,
3.
3,
15.
15. All right, you're totally involved in this conversation. You guys are just kind of like sort of cursorily aware of everything around you, but you're also really involved in the conversation, and you're texting as well. You do see that Linda is making her rounds again and checking with some of the tables that she hasn't been to in a little while, including that table where that one guy sat down, and she goes over to him and tries to take his order, maybe, you're not sure, and he just sort of holds up a hand, and she seems confused and walks away. You hear her go, "And what can I get for you, baby?" And he just goes, "Ugh," and doesn't look at her, and she goes, "Oh, all right, well, I'll check back in a little bit." You also notice he seems to be watching a family across the way, maybe a few booths behind you guys. That's a mom and 2 kids that are one of those families that really shouldn't be out this late with those kids, like 5 and 3. Like they shouldn't be out at this time.
They probably just watched Deadpool.
So Sawyer kind of peters off from the conversation about Stacy, and just sort of like tries to kind of out of the side of his eye, like keep an eye on the goth kid
Okay,
over there.
sure. Everyone raise your red solo cups while you're studying. Let's all do a shot of coffee or apple juice or water. Lady Imago bought us one of those.
Yay!
Study hard. Raise them up and
Study
shut
hard.
up. Thanks very much, Lady Imago. And Kian Farlander would like to give a point of extra credit to Adelaide.
Oh, thank you very much.
And the Alumni Association has unlocked the final reward tier for this evening, which is called AMA. So as promised, it's me, Barrett1411. We'll soon host an YouTube Ask Me Anything. Stay tuned for details.
Wow.
Excellent. Love it.
Well done, Alumni Association. All right, sorry, you guys were saying. You were arguing.
Oh,
It just, you know, if he's going to experience the full breadth of what college has to offer, dating the most popular, attractive girl in college might be like one of those experiences.
Listen,
that's once in a lifetime.
Okay, but all I'm saying is that you're putting a lot of value on what she looks like,
Right.
popularity,
Yep.
and all of that stuff.
That's what's
and
important in college.
It's not necessarily important. That's
In-
what culture tells us
in
is
college.
important. No, I don't. We don't have to subscribe to that, and I think we need to stop perpetuating it. Especially for someone like Ron, who's coming new out here. He doesn't have to buy into what culture tells us he has to buy into.
Look, I agree with you. I do, but that's just not how college works. Like, you can convince me.
College can work
but
however you want it to work. It doesn't have to work the way it works for you, for Ron. It has to work for Ron how he wants it to work.
All right.
I'm just saying,
I'm good.
we shouldn't push Ron into something that he doesn't want to do.
Ain't pushing.
He can decide for himself. He's smart. Just because he came from a commune doesn't mean he can't make decisions.
I'm still at the table.
Sorry, Ron.
Yeah.
Look, Ron, all I'm saying is that if you even in part
That would have
wanna
been a Benny
pursue-
for sure.
if you even in part want to pursue this girl, we have your back 100%.
Yeah, if you need
Because-
any help from us.
I am telling you, I know that sometimes when someone is into you, it can be hard to tell if they actually are, but she is 100% definitely, no question, super into you, Ron.
Yeah, this ain't a Laura Lee sort of thing.
No,
Because we still don't know what that
I'm
is.
still pretty confused by it, yeah.
I just want to let you know I have no intention of letting you off the hook, Ron.
What does that even mean?
You know, we've run into a bunch of weird stuff. I'm not saying that this is one of those things, but it is very persistent. Just like be aware.
Yeah. No, thank you, Adelaide. I thank you all. I do appreciate it, and I am trying to learn how things function in society here. I'm not, I'm just not sure I'm ready for this yet. And he kind of puts the phone away, and he goes back to looking at it.
Hey, any girls text me though?
You have 41 new texts.
Yeah? What? Wait, what? 41?
Well, some people have been texting you, and I've been responding to them.
That's not what what did you do?
As this is happening, you keeping an eye on
These are my exes, man!
the stuff happening around the diner.
Oh.
You see that family, the mom and two kids. They're finishing up. They pay and they get up to leave, and still that one guy is watching them pretty intently.
One of them seems quite interested in Ron Tagoth.
Oh, you told her about Ronta. Oh, I gotta get an phone number. That's what I gotta do now.
They walk out the door. He watches them go.
Oh. Back to studying, all right? Finals.
He stands up from his table and walks out the door shortly after they leave.
Hey guys, I'm gonna step out and have a cigarette real quick.
Oh, man, that's gross,
Yeah,
man.
it's too late for a cigarette.
Don't worry about it. Sawyer's gonna get up and basically as soon as he sees the guy stand up, because he kind of expected this.
Sure.
He says that, gets up, and kind of heads out to even try and like be outside before this guy comes out.
Okay. So he's already like left the diner. Like it's not that big of a diner. And he was
well,
able to.
Either way, as soon as he like stands up, because as soon as the family left, Sawyer kind of expected him to potentially get up and follow them.
Sure.
So when that was happening, Sawyer wants to make say he's got to go to have a cigarette and head outside and just try and follow see what's happening.
Okay. All right.
Because this guy seems off-putting
Okay. Yeah.
and a little focused on this family.
Fair assessment. So you get up to leave the spirited conversation of Calvin chastising Ron for texting all of his exes and telling them about the wonderful word of the Devourer.
All 41 of them.
All 41 of them.
He
all,
made that decision.
all 41 of his exes live in, well, some of them in Georgia, some of them in New York, and maybe one or two in Texas. We don't know.
Oh boy.
So you get up and walk outside, and it is a much quieter night out here. And you walk out the door not too long after the guy that you were following, the weird goth guy, walked out here. But as soon as you step outside, you have no idea where he went. It's like he's gone. And you can see the family, the mom and her two kids, just walking across the parking lot, and then down the street just a little ways. You can see them like walking through the pools of light cast by the street lights, heading for a car. But you don't see the guy around anywhere.
So Sawyer will light up a cigarette and just kind of walk in their direction. He just wants to like kind of follow them, keep an eye on them until they like get in the car.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the plan.
So you light up a cigarette and you're just kind of taking a smoking stroll
Mm-hmm.
as you sort of keep a safe distance from them and just keep an eye on them. And as they get over to their car, the mom is holding the little boy who's a 3-year-old and has the 5-year-old by the hand. You're guessing these are their ages.
I have no idea how old kids are.
Yeah, no clue. Maybe they're 26, you're not sure. And she's digging through her purse at the same time trying to find her keys. And as she does that, from out of the shadows near the car, that guy just sort of steps out, almost looking like he's materializing out of the shadows. And she like reacts in startlement, and she looks like she's saying something to him, and he just stands there staring at her. And even from this distance, you can see the light glinting off of the whites of his eyes as he just stares at her. And she seems to be getting uptight and nervous.
Sawyer's making his way towards them. As
He
this is happening.
pulls something out of his coat, which looks like a huge, wicked hunting knife, and you see the blade flashing in the light at night, and the woman screams.
Okay.
Give me a notice roll inside the diner.
Sawyer,
Whoa.
as he sees the thing start coming out, starts sprinting towards them.
Okay. Spending extra credit to reroll.
Yeah, I got a 3. I can't.
Spending extra credit to reroll.
This is a minus anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I mean, a -1 for you and
Right.
you, but
Yeah.
crit fail.
Ooh.
Actually, it's a 0.
It's still a crit fail.
You said no penalty?
No penalty.
So then a 9.
Okay, so you guys are inside the restaurant still having this discussion. You don't hear anything, and Calvin's getting really mad at you, and he's getting much louder, and it's making you kind of want to shrink away from him a little bit. Sometimes he gets
man.
scary when he's mad.
You can't be texting my exes, man.
Right.
Go sit over there.
And you feel a sort of like a sense of shame that you're not really sure. It's sourceless. It's coming from Calvin. You feel like you did something wrong. You're not really sure what you did wrong, but it's demoralizing you a bit, which is just going to give you a -1 to, I'm going to say, all of your rolls for the rest of this scene.
All of my
your
rolls.
rolls for the rest of the scene.
okay.
But don't crit fail and notice roll, man. I got to get creative sometimes. You can't have something fly in your eye every time.
Just the scene, though.
Just this scene.
Can't believe you've done this.
And you're involved. You're whatever. You're in your flashcards. You hear a woman scream from outside in the parking lot, and not like a this is fun scream, like a screaming bloody murder thing from out in the parking lot, but just barely over the noise inside the diner.
I'm gonna look up and see if anybody else, not even just my table, if anybody else in the diner heard it.
It looks like Linda just kind of like perks up her ears and sort of looks towards the door.
Hey, you heard that, right?
Yeah, I thought I
Hey,
heard someone scream.
Y'all hear that? Someone just screamed outside.
What?
You didn't hear that?
What?
No. They did.
Ron will get up and immediately move
Yeah,
outside.
I'm gonna get
Yeah.
out. I'm gonna get up and get
I'll
outside.
follow
Okay, so Sawyer, as soon as you see this happen, you just start sprinting over towards the family.
him, and he pulls his phone out as he does it.
Yeah.
He just kind of immediately like opens up the like video thing, and he runs toward it and he goes, "Hey, What the hell? What are you doing? I'm filming you, man!
And everyone,
Get away from
everyone
them!
there, the family, the mom with her 2 kids, and the goth kid with the knife, they all spin and look at you. And as he sees you running up, he just hisses at you. And as
Get
he
away
does,
from them!
You see inside of his mouth, what was inside of his mouth that was making it look weird is just rows of fangs inside of his mouth. I'm gonna need a fear roll from you, Sawyer.
What is fear?
Spirit.
Spirit. Okay, I upped spirit.
Ooh, that's not gonna be
63.
enough.
Sawyer's a very bad day.
There's no modifier.
No.
All right, that's better. 7.
7. Okay, so you skid to a stop. Definitely not expecting that. And the mom just takes her kids and takes advantage of the momentary distraction to get them around to the other side of the car away from this guy. And he looks at them and then looks at you, and you just see this sort of like manic rage come over his face, and he rushes at you with a knife. You are in a combat.
Okay, I had my phone out filming
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
And I'm keeping it up because you know what? This could be the big thing.
Sure. All right.
But also I'm about to get attacked by a knife.
You definitely are.
Okay.
So all of you ran outside of the restaurant?
Yes.
Okay, so you run outside just in time to see down the street this mother and her kids running around the side of a car, and you see Sawyer over there, and you see that weird goth kid with a huge knife just rushing Sawyer. That's all you're able to see. You are not going to be dealt in this first round because you are not close enough to
Can
make
I
it.
use my shaken in their boots card?
You can once you get close enough to be able to use it, which will be next round. So this round is just going to be Sawyer. A 2 of clubs.
Yeah.
Benny,
Yikes.
Benny. Oh no, you can't.
Yeah, but I gotta.
And for the goth kid,
I feel
a
like soaking might be super relevant.
7 of diamonds.
Something what? Oh, and he gets some Benny.
So he just rushes you. You are on the other side of this family. They get out of the way, and he looks at you like a cornered animal with this knife, and just rushes up to you and swipes at you with it.
Yeah. Sawyer has just been like yelling this whole time. Get the fuck away from them! Get away from them! You. And he's kind of caught off guard by how quickly this guy comes at him.
Plus the teeth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes!
that's a crit fail.
That's a crit fail.
Yes!
Crit fail. So as the guy comes rushing up to you, he stumbles over his boots. It looks like all of those several laces, one of them has come undone on one of his boots, and he trips over it and goes like stumbling forward and tries to stop himself against the car, and in doing so opens up his hands and drops the knife.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And then he spins and looks back at you, and in like the half dark, half light of the street light, just hisses again and reveals those glistening teeth inside of his mouth.
Okay.
And that's it for him.
Wow.
All right. How
both ways.
far? Where is the knife fallen?
It fell right underneath his feet by the side of the car.
I want to. God. I think adrenaline is just pumping through Sawyer's body at this point.
Yeah, probably.
And I think he wants to run forward and try and kick the knife like under the car. Like I know it's like right under him, but
Okay.
I want to like run right up to him and just kind of like shove him and try and kick the knife as far out of his reach as I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna call this a contested, or you're gonna make an athletics roll.
Okay.
And he's going to resist with agility. But
All
I'm
right.
gonna give him a penalty to this because he crit failed and got thrown off guard, so he's gonna be making it at a -2.
Okay, yeah, I'm not particularly athletic, but I still think this is what I'm going to try.
Yeah, so you have the camera out, you're filming him, and you just see the knife fall to the ground and just instant kicking in. You gotta get that knife out of the way. So
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
just
run
like,
over
if
and
he
just
has a
try and-
knife, he's going to kill me.
Right. And you try and kick it out underneath the car.
Okay.
I saw one. No.
Crit
No.
fail.
What
No.
are the chances?
Crit fail.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Jesus.
It's okay. He doesn't have a knife. It's okay.
Yeah, he's gonna beat that. So you rush up to just kick the knife, and he sees you coming. He already had eyes on you. And as you come up, he sees what you're going for, and he puts his foot on it and slides it to the side away from you. And then as you run over, he just kind of spins out of the way and just jostles you with his elbow, and you just smash your face into the side of the car. You are shaken.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, and that is the end of that round. So you guys see all of this happening. You see him drop the knife. You see Sawyer go for it, and then you see Sawyer get his head smashed against the side of the car. As you're running over, you are now in range to be a part of it. So here we
Now
go.
can I use this?
You can, but you have to use it on your turn,
I do? Oh.
right?
It just says play in a combat situation.
And what else does it say?
Your character does or says something so horrific and intimidating that brings the area to a standstill. All other characters, friend or foe, are shaken.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll let me hand out the cards, and then you can do it before that starts. All right.
Let's figure out.
Ron.
I know this is like metagamey, but let's
Hey,
figure out the timing a
The
little.
lady said she wants to do it.
I know, but I'm saying like if he ends up before us or something, it might be useful to not let him give a chance to unshake.
It's not looking good so far, because Ron got a Queen of Hearts, you got a Jack of Hearts, you got a King of Clubs, 4 of Spades
Cool.
for Sawyer, and another 7 for the Goth
Hey,
Kid.
you're going first.
Yeah.
Would anyone like to spend a Benny to get a different card?
Nerp.
All right, he's going to.
Yeah, I figured. You use one of your own.
It's
oh
a
no,
3.
it got poopier.
Yeah.
You got 5 more.
Does he have to stick with the new one?
I
I forget how that rules.
Yeah,
do too. I don't think you do.
I feel like you can keep whichever one
I think you can
want,
keep,
but I
or-
don't remember.
I don't know. I'll check for next time, but I think last time I ruled it that you did keep the new one because I did this to myself before, so I am going to say the same thing. I'll check it for next time.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend another one. A 5. All right, so I'm keeping a 5. What a waste of bennies. All right, up first is going to be Adelaide.
Okay,
And before
well,
you do that, you can use your card.
Okay,
if
so
you want.
my thought process here is using my hindrance of loyalty, essentially. And she's just trying to figure out how to help as fast as possible, and she feels like she needs to distract him. So she's going to use shaking in the boots, and she's going to come out, and she's going to go, hey, you, get away from my friend, or else I'll cut open your torso, and I'll pull out your intestines and strangle you with them. That's what she says.
Okay. And everyone just sort of like looks at you as you're shouting that. So everyone has to make a spirit roll?
No,
I think
she's
we
just
did.
shaking.
Everyone is shaken.
Everyone is just shaking.
Okay, so
Say what?
everyone is shaken by that.
Ew.
Cool. All right.
This hurts us more than it helps us because. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's fine.
We
I like
will
this.
see.
This is
To
good.
try to get him to stop,
Yes,
basically.
yeah.
And also as part of my loyalty.
Okay, and
Yeah.
he is shaken, and you all are going before him. So what would you like to do?
Unshake.
Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to do
Wait,
first.
I'm not shaking though.
No.
Says friend or foe.
I wouldn't shake myself though.
Yeah, it doesn't shake you.
You're like, I
makes
can't
sense.
believe what I just said.
Yeah.
I mean,
all other characters, yeah.
She does.
it's that
She's
other
a little
characters.
unsure. Okay. So how far away am I from him?
Close enough that you could get there.
Is there like a rock or something? Something like I could pick up?
It is a like sort of weedy, overgrown parking lot. Give me a
Or
notice roll.
stick?
Is there music playing?
There is. Could we turn it up just a little bit in the studio, Rick? Is that possible? It's for tension.
To,
That is not a good notice roll.
no, it isn't.
Thank you.
Is that a crit fail?
Yeah.
Is that a crit fail? Okay. So
What a day.
you.
Oh my god.
Wow, this is so many crit fails on everybody's
Whoa.
part. You are just casting about frantically for anything you can use. A stick, a broken bottle, a rock that's big enough to throw, and you think you see something over in the shade of one corner of the parking lot, and you go over there to grab it, and you step right into a pothole in the parking lot, just an
Ouch.
old disrepaired pothole, and you turn your ankle and fall to the ground.
Okay, so that was my notice roll. That wasn't like my actual. That was just to look around. Can I still make an action?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay.
But you're gonna have a level of fatigue from bumps and bruises
Great.
now.
So as I do that, I'm just gonna go, oh crap, I can't find anything, and I just want to turn around and just be like, I guess, because I haven't seen his teeth, right?
Correct. Initiative Coffee Company, thank you very much for
Thank
your
Thank you.
I'm just gonna be like, "Ah," and then I'll just go over there and try to punch him. I don't think I've ever punched anything in my life, so. At least from what it looks like Sawyer's in mortal peril.
Okay, so you're just gonna go over there and try and punch him.
Yeah.
Fine. So you turn your ankle, you don't have a weapon, you're freaking out, you're just trying to help Sawyer, you don't know what you're saying, you're just gonna run over there and just try and wildly thrash at him. So give me a fighting roll, and you get a +1 from the gang up bonus with Sawyer. So that'll cancel out your fatigue penalty.
Do I give a gang up bonus if I'm shaken?
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes, you do. Only
I
if
couldn't
you're.
remember.
I think in Suede you don't get the gang up bonus if you are stunned.
Okay.
But I
I'm
think
just
you do if you're shaken. I'll double check that for next
I
time.
got a 7.
You got a 7.
Question.
Okay, that is going to hit.
Wait, no, I didn't. I got a 5. I forgot my -2 for not having fighting.
That is still going to hit.
Don't forget your fatigue.
Yeah, that was canceled out by gang up.
Oh, right. Yeah, nice.
So a 5 will hit.
Ooh.
Roll damage. That's just strength.
Oh,
You hit a teethy man.
Just strength.
Just strength.
4.
4. So you run up and you just kind of like flail at him, and he sees you coming and just sort of like bats your arm out of the way and snarls at you. You don't see anything though.
Can I yell something when this happens, even if it's not my turn? I just want to
sure.
yell, Adelaide, he's got a knife!
okay.
And in your card.
So everyone knows.
Sure. And everyone hears that. You are up next, Ron.
I'm gonna unshake.
Okay.
It's a 5.
Okay, so you do unshake.
All right. So I'm going to rush and tackle him.
You're gonna try and rush and tackle him. So you
Grab
just
him,
want to
tackle.
knock him to the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be athletics opposed by his agility. So
Okay.
give me an athletics roll.
Come on, Cap.
Okay. Not bad. Oh, rubber band.
What?
My anti.
Yes, your rubber band token.
Yeah.
Tonight, represented by this mostly used paper towel tube, because I keep forgetting to find something for it.
Well, this will
sorry.
help me remember
Look
that
at all
I
these
have this.
gifts.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
He
What,
can
does he have a
reroll
rubber band or
He
a
can
paper
roll
towel?
reroll crit
Don't
fails
worry
with a special token that he got.
Oh, okay, alright.
She seems to really.
You remember this mechanic in
So,
this game?
So that was
are
a
you
5.
are you
I'm
spending something to reroll this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
5 seconds?
Aced it.
Yeah.
Ace.
Yeah.
Double ace.
Oh, he did.
So 12, 16
16 minus 1
minus 1
for the shame.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
15.
right.
So you run over and just spring out and just leap for him to try and grab him and knock him to the ground. So he's going to resist that with athletics.
Did you unshake?
He did. Well, that's definitely not going to do it, and I don't have any points of extra credit to spend, so I will spend one of these.
Give him an extra credit.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. He gets knocked to the ground. So you just rush out and grab him, and you just kind of spring out, and you hit in a tangle of bodies and just fall to the ground. Both of you knocked onto the ground. You semi on top of him, but not able to like fully pin him down.
Okay.
All right, hand in your card. Next up, Calvin.
Did I take my phone back after I found out you were texting my
Yes.
exes?
I did push him away from the dagger, though. Yeah.
The knife?
The knife.
It was on the ground under his foot.
No, he slid it further back along the car. So you've actually probably pushed him slightly closer to it, but so too were
Okay.
you.
All right.
Okay. I am going to try and grab that knife.
Give me a notice roll, because I don't know if you saw exactly where it went.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Give me...
Yeah, unshake.
Oh, yeah. Let me do
Yeah,
that
unshake first.
Ooh. That was close.
Just use the Benny to unshake.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
unshaking automatically with a Benny.
Cool.
Okay, so give me notice at a -2, because all you know is he had a knife, you saw a knife for a second, the knife, last time you saw it got dropped by the car, and then there was some stuff happening.
Fair.
Hey.
I got a 6, so yes, whatever.
All right,
Yes.
okay, yeah, you see it gleaming on just past the edge of the car, at the outer edge of the light from the street light. You can go for it.
Can I actually just kick it into the sewer? Because we're in a
Sure.
street, right?
Yeah, potentially. You do see a storm grate nearby.
Right.
So yeah,
I just want to go over there and just.
give me athletics.
Okay.
No
Okay.
penalty. But before you do, Initiative Coffee Company sends 1 point of extra credit to the table.
Yay!
That's for anybody
Thanks.
to use of you guys.
Thanks a lot.
What did I do with my dice? Sorry,
Thank
put them away.
Bye, guys.
Here they are.
Okay, so you run over to just try and kick the knife desperately towards this sewer grate.
Athletics, you said, right?
Athletics.
I got a 4.
You got a 4, which is enough. You just rush over and just kick it, and it goes skidding and spinning across the street and into a grate, and you hear him go, "No!"
Shit, I guess he liked his knife. Shit.
Okay. All right, he's up now. So he's on the ground next to you, Ron, and he just kind of spins over, like all of a sudden seeing all of you around him, and he bares his teeth again and hisses.
Shit.
And you all see his teeth now. Give me spirit rolls.
Unshake.
What's up? Oh, right, yes.
Unshake.
Oh, he has to unshake, you're right.
But this is just seeing him,
Yes,
though.
I think this is Oh God.
He unshakes.
I mean, I
extra credit.
could roll.
What are you
Extra credit?
doing?
Wait, what did you roll?
2 and 1.
Okay.
5.
Whew. There you go.
5.
5?
4.
4?
4.
Oh no, that's barf.
Spending a penny.
Don't roll barf. Gross.
That's not barf, it's a 5.
Okay, so you guys managed to hold it together, but still, you all kind of like spring back a little bit at this. This dude has a mouth full of teeth.
Can I? So position-wise, we're all like right around this guy, right?
You two are over by the car. Ron sort of like sprung over and like knocked him to the ground, so he's over on the ground a little bit away from you guys, and then Calvin ran past them to kick the knife into the sewer grate.
My question is, would you consider the 3 of us adjacent?
The 3 of who?
Me, Addie, and Ron?
If you all moved in close to him, potentially, yeah.
Because
Right now, no.
then I could use teamwork.
You're adjacent to Adelaide right now. You would need to move in to where Ron and the Goth kid are. They're not super far away from you.
Okay,
But you would have to move.
Like he was right next to me.
Right, but then he
before
got
Ron hit him.
flying tackled by Ron.
Got it.
So like we're talking like 1 square away.
Sure.
He springs up, he sees you on the ground next to him, and he just goes, I'm gonna say he's gonna try and punch you like right in the face. Just in the nose to get you dazed and off your guard.
It's a call shot.
Yes, it is. So it is at a it's at a -4.
What's your what is this? Oh, it's just 2d6s.
Okay, I am going to spend a penny.
1 and a 2.
He's not rolling pro right now.
1 and a
I
Wow.
don't think he's ever been a pro.
Totally misses you.
Yeah.
Damn it! And he springs up to his feet and just sort of like backs away just a bit, like on his guard, not backing away like
Yeah.
take a free attack
Right.
against him.
Oh, I still will though.
Looking at all of you guys and casts around for the knife and sees that you kicked it away.
They're gone, man.
And he's gonna book it.
No, he's not.
Yeah. So you get a chance to strike out at him. But you are prone, and that's another thing I need to look up. But I'm gonna say for right now, it's gonna give you a -2 to your melee attack against.
Not if I'm planning on a sweeping leg kick from the ground.
Well, it's a breakdancing move.
Yeah.
No, but that would not be a free attack. That would be a test of some kind. All
Okay.
you can do with this is take a free attack against him.
Okay.
Pants him.
Yeah, I pants him. Easy.
Okay, but that's not a free attack.
It's a well, actually, it's just 5 because I have a +1 to my fighting.
But it's
a
-3.
4. -3, so it's a 1.
-2 plus the shame.
Yeah.
-1.
The shame.
Let's try it.
Okay. Rerolling with a Benny.
Shame.
Hey. Hey. Oh, he done.
12, 17 -3,
Wow.
right? So 14.
14. Okay, so he starts to back up from you guys, and looks like he's about to turn to run. And you do indeed just kind of lash out with a sweeping kick, hoping to get him in the feet and just knock him off his
You're not
game.
going anywhere.
Instead, you solidly connect with his calves, and you feel the impact just reverberate up your leg as you just smash him right in the calves. So that is a hit with a raise. So give me strength plus a d6,
Shake him, shake him, shake him.
plus whatever else you roll for martial arts.
Yeah.
Yes. Holy
Ace.
So that's 13, 15 plus
Oh my god.
21,
Whoa!
24.
Whoa!
24. Okay.
From an opportunity attack.
Glad I re-rolled that.
24 damage. So that is a success with a raise, with a raise, with a raise, with a raise. A success with 4 raises.
Okay.
He's gonna soak.
Sure.
Was he shaking still?
No,
No, he unshook.
He unshook, yeah.
Whew. Okay. Shit.
I broke the game.
Yeah, you did.
I think I can do. Nah, I can't risk it. Okay, so he's gonna take 3 wounds and be shaken.
Wow.
Wow.
So you just like broke his leg.
So I mean, you
Yeah.
did some severe damage to his leg, and you just hear him go, "Ow!" And he like looks down at his leg like he's like shocked, and he looks at you, and then from across the other side of the car in the darkness, you hear the woman go, "All right, you asshole, and freeze! I got a gun." So what are you guys gonna do in reaction to that?
Oh shit! Oh no! It's all right. It's all right. We got this. We got this. Put the gun down. We don't need no. Hey! Put the gun down.
Everybody, just calm down.
All right,
My kids
all
are trying
right.
to protect my kids.
Hey!
Yeah. No, you're in the right. We got this guy on film.
Shit! Where'd he go?
Man!
And he has just melted into the shadows. And you hear Linda from inside of the restaurant. I called the police. They're here right now. You got that on camera?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
I did.
You all saw, ma'am. I'm gonna have to ask you to put your gun down, okay? Just put your gun down because he everything's fine. Man, these four were trying to help you, okay? Yeah, right. I know. I just and you hear the kids crying from the other side of the car. It's okay. It's okay.
Ma'am.
All right. Just I know. Just give me a sec. It's okay. Stop crying. Mommy's got it. And all of this is happening while the police sirens start to wail and come up to the diner. And then before long, there are 3 or 4 cop cars with their lights spinning, just surrounding the diner. And officers getting out with hands on their holsters. Everyone's shouting. Everyone's trying to figure everything out. Everyone is being told to like stay where they are and put their hands in the air. Things get very confusing.
Thanks, Apples with him.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Apples Within, for the resub. And it's fitting that you thanked Apples Within because Apples Within sends a point of extra credit
Thank you
to
for
Adelaide.
apples. Thank you.
Thank you for those apples. The police take a little time securing the area, trying to figure out what was going on, getting everybody situated and calmed down. They kind of take the woman and her kids off to the side and spend some time talking to them. They take Linda and you guys off. They're offering people blankets if anyone's feeling cold or a little bit spaced out. And they start taking your statements and trying to figure out what you all saw. So one of the officers, all right, okay. So you kids, I got this lady over here says she was attacked, and the waitress here says that you all ran out to try and do something about it, and then things get a bit unclear. So you tell me in your words what happened.
All right, so I saw that guy come into the diner, and he looked strange. He didn't have a shirt on under his trench coat, and just had kind of I don't know, like a Columbine shooter look to him. So he caught my attention.
I have to write that down.
He was watching that family, and when they got up to leave, I saw him get up after him, so I followed him outside just to see what was going on. And I saw him pull a knife on them.
Pull a knife. What kind of knife?
It was big. Calvin kicked it away into the sewer grate. I think it might still be down in there.
You're Calvin?
Yeah, I did that.
Boy, listen. All right, that was I appreciate you all trying to help this woman out. That was a dangerous, borderline stupid thing you kids did. You could have gotten seriously hurt. Now, I understand that you were acting in the interest of a woman and her children, and I respect that. But he had they were saying it was, sorry, you were describing the knife.
It was big, like a Bowie knife type thing.
Like a hunting knife?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everyone else was saying as well. Yeah, that's a knife that can do some serious damage. So
I pulled up my phone. I got the whole thing on video when I was coming towards him.
Would you be willing to relinquish that phone over to the police department for the evening so that we can take a look at that video?
The whole phone? I mean, yeah, sure. It's fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll have someone by to collect it.
Sawyer, before this happens, goes and emails that video to himself.
Okay.
And it
BSB
sounds
Care,
like
thank you very much for the tip.
Thank you. Yeah, so Sawyer opens up his phone, emails that video to himself, and then is like, yeah. So I came to the car, and he pulled the knife, and he turned, and when he saw that I was filming them, he turned towards me and opened his mouth and had just long, sharp teeth all throughout his mouth. I don't know if it was some sort of modification or something, but he screamed at me and ran at me with the knife, dropped it on the way, and then my friends came out and...
Hold on. He had a mouthful of sharp teeth?
Yeah, like, it almost looked like fangs, but I don't know, it could have been like something like a weird thing where you like file your teeth sharp.
Yeah, I saw it too. It's like a bunch of really sharp teeth. I've heard about that. People file them into points.
Looked like a street shark, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He had fangs.
Look,
Well,
in the heat of the moment, it might have just been an exaggerated thing.
I don't think the teeth are important.
All right,
here.
look. I appreciate what's happening here, kids, but I gotta send this report up to somebody, and your names are gonna be attached to it, and this will go probably in the Pine Box blotter. So you really want people to hear that the four of you said that the assailant was a young man with a mouthful of fangs?
Look, okay,
That's the truth.
it's in the video, but you don't have to mention the fangs.
You got the fangs on video.
Yeah, he came right at me and hissed at me.
Have you replayed the video yet?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be real
Look.
interested to see that.
Wait, look! I want to pull
I
it
have
up.
a lot of statements I need to take right now, young man. All right, as I said, someone will be around to take that phone. And as he's saying that, a tall, very authoritative-looking man comes up. He's probably like a mid-30s African-American man with a bald head and very striking features. Just kind of has a commanding presence. You've seen him before. He was in the office with President Nelson when you were being interviewed about the aftermath of the ruse. And he says, Nichols, I can take it from here. All right, Detective. Yeah, I gotta get a couple other people's statements anyways. Just keep the fabrication and the exaggeration to yourself, all right? You already did enough here. You don't need to make it a bigger thing than it is. I said, I got this, Nichols. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
He can get a bit excitable sometimes. Do I know you kids?
We met.
We met
Yeah.
earlier
I
after
mean-
the roost.
The roost, right?
We were the ones.
You
who
were the four that
fought the security guard and pulled the fire alarm. Yeah.
allegedly, yeah.
Sure.
We heard a lot of conflicting things there. Listen. I don't know if I introduced myself before.
I don't think you did.
I'm
no.
Detective Bishop, Pine Box Police Department.
Nice to officially meet you.
I couldn't help it over here. You were saying some interesting things to Officer Nichols there.
Like,
Not that he would listen to any of it.
Well, as I said, he gets a bit excitable. Would you mind just recounting the last few details?
When I came to the car to try and scare him off or let him know I was filming him, he turned to us, he turned to me, and hissed at me and opened his mouth, and his mouth was full of what looked like fangs.
Would you say that,
Like,
Vampire 54?
Hey!
He's 54 of the 54 in his mouth. Whoa, whoa.
So, sorry, I'm a bit confused because that could mean a few different things. I heard someone say something about filing teeth down to points or looking like a shark. Now, when you say fangs, are you talking about elongated teeth up top and down below? Are you talking about every tooth is sharp?
So, I'm gonna have to ask a little clarification of what I saw.
Yeah.
From the impression I got from what you said, it sounds like it's a lot of fangs, like not just...
It's hard to be sure. Things were happening in the moment. It was dark, and it definitely took you all off guard. But when you think back on it, everyone give me a common knowledge roll.
Okay.
Remember your -1, Adelaide.
I have been remembered.
Is he still -1?
This is a different scene
Cool.
now.
Great.
He's just at -1 for being clueless.
Oh.
I got a 4.
4. But he aced it. And he aced it again.
Vampires are big over there.
Let's see, 12, 13, 15, 14.
Can't get higher than a 3.
Okay. All right. You got a 4. You got a 3. You got a 15?
14.
14.
You did say all night, though. For the rest of the night, I'd have a -1.
No, he said
No,
I said the rest of the scene.
Scene.
Oh.
Scene.
So when the location change.
17.
17. Okay. The three of you are like thinking about it, like trying to be rational and like fight through the haze of like all of the adrenaline that's still kind of latently pumping through your veins. You do remember, while it seemed like a lot of teeth at first, maybe it was just kind of a couple of fangs up top and a couple of fangs down below. Adelaide, you are positive he was like brimming with teeth. Like,
You know how like sharks can look when they have like rows and rows of sharp teeth?
Uh-huh.
That's what this guy looked like.
Okay,
Like
really?
he probably like got some of the like implants. That best I know. I mean,
No.
that's like the kinds of things I've seen in like
some
movies
sort
and
of
stuff.
extreme modification.
Look,
Yeah, that's all I can
Adelaide,
think of.
now I think about it, I don't think it was that many. I think he had some very sharp teeth and they were very noticeable. But
He had so many teeth.
No, I think Sawyer's on it
What?
right here. Yeah, I don't think he had that many.
Okay,
Yes,
all right,
direct-
okay. Which is it? Did he have a mouth full of teeth, or did he have a couple of
Look.
very sharp, elongated teeth?
I got him on video. Let me just pull up the video. He came right at me as I was filming him. It's got to be on there.
All right.
So Sawyer will pull up the video
Okay.
and just hit play.
So
And
give me. What do you think would be a good role for you to make to have filmed things pretty clearly in the midst of being attacked? What skill would you say you would like to make?
Electronics?
Electronics?
I have
sure.
a D4 in electronics.
That sounds good to me. So give me electronics, and would you say it's fair to give you a -2 for everything being a bit hectic as you were being attacked?
I think it's pretty fair.
All right, so give me electronics at a -2.
I think if I crit failed, then I probably didn't even get the video running
All
properly.
right, so show me what you got.
Like you recorded, but at the end it was like storage full.
Right.
And it didn't do anything.
Oh, there you go, you aced.
Taste the D4.
So that's a 4.
It's a 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you got was him spinning it. You didn't get him baring his teeth and hissing at you. You kind of like jerked the phone to the side when that happened. But you swung it back as he was rushing up to you, and if you pause it at just the right time, you can see kind of blurry, not quite well lit, but you do get sort of like a halfway look at his mouth.
All right. So it's not the greatest video, but from what I could tell, it looked like he had a couple of long, sharp fangs on the bottom and top of his mouth.
Could just be some motion blur from the
Sure.
the film, but it does look a little bit like that. Let me ask you all another question. Did he have any noticeable tattoos?
None that I did not notice any, right?
Everyone give me a notice roll. At a -2, we'll say, because you're recollecting this, and again, things are hectic.
I got a 5.
5.
2.
2.
I got the 1.
2.
Wow.
Way too dark. You guys didn't really get a good look. Things were too confusing. You got a pretty good look at him. You were watching him for a long time before everything got weird outside.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty sure you don't remember him having any visible tattoos.
I didn't notice anything like that.
Huh.
He was wearing dark makeup and mostly black clothes, no shirt, but I didn't see any tattoos on his chest or face or anything like that.
It'd be a pretty blatant tattoo.
Is there a specific one that you're asking about?
No?
But it made it sound like you said it would be.
Let me ask the questions here, miss.
None that I noticed.
All right. Well, thank you. This has been very helpful. And if you do remember anything else at all, here, let me give you my card. And he hands you a card with his name on it. Detective Blaine Bishop, Pine Box Police Department.
Can I tell if he's bullshitting?
Can you tell if he's bullshitting?
Yeah.
About what?
About, like he's not telling us everything, that he knows more. Like, about the tattoo thing seemed very specific, you know?
Sure. What do you think? Does that sound like notice to you?
I guess, like, there's no, like, insight, you know? Like, I don't know what that would be.
No,
like,
not per se.
The only reason I say it is because I know, I'm a liar myself. So
Sure.
I would know when someone's bullshitting me, and I probably dealt with a few authority figures in my time.
Makes sense to me. I'll give you notice +1 for that.
Okay, that seems fair.
which is good because you rolled a 1 and a 2, so still not quite enough to make it.
I'm not gonna. I only have one. Yeah, we don't have more table ones either, do we?
There's 1 point of table extra credit right there.
Should I use it on this?
Why not? What else are you gonna use it on?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, not your, finals or anything.
It might be rhetorical.
Oh, it's too late. I already spent it.
Hey!
Aced it.
There's an ace.
There you go. Hey!
Double
there you
ace.
go. Hey! That's 5.
Close. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
18.
Yeah,
right.
sure.
With the +1.
Sure.
Yeah, success with a few raises. He's definitely holding something back. You have experienced this before. This is what a cop or someone in a similar position of authority does when they don't really feel like they have to give you all the information. They want you to give them information. They're not interested in
Or a
reciprocating.
lawyer dad.
Or a lawyer dad, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Great.
If-
Detective, he is probably very hurt. I tagged him pretty good before he vanished.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looked like his leg might have been broken or something.
Was he bleeding?
I didn't notice any blood.
So it looked like his leg was broken?
That's. I mean.
I
Hit
did.
him pretty hard.
I heard a crunch.
And how did he get away from the 4 of you?
That lady pulled a gun on him, and then she pointed it at us,
Yeah.
and then he was gone.
Yeah, we kind of lost track of him at that point.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I've had a couple of uniformed officers just trolling around here, and they haven't found any sign of him.
Well, have you checked down in that sewer grate? The knife that he had was kicked right in there.
Yeah, he did seem kind of peeved when that happened. That was his knife, like it
Maybe
means
it'll
something.
have fingerprints or
That could
I
be
don't
it.
know.
So we got kicked down a sewer grate. This one here,
Yeah, right there.
and he pulls like a small flashlight out from his waist, and he walks over to the sewer grate and just kind of shines it down there. It's got one of those like real bright, real focused beams,
Cop light, yeah.
and he just sort of like sweeps it down in there. I don't see a knife.
Is there a manhole we could pull up?
Somewhere nearby.
Because a lot of times there's like the grate has like a manhole on the on the sidewalk next to it.
Give me a notice roll. And I guess, hold on, before you do this,
Whoa!
we have unlocked a poll from the mystery box. Box of mystery.
I thought it was another ice.
Reveal
Yeah,
to
right.
us your
So scared.
secrets.
He looked at me. Please help me, guys.
This will come into effect when it does.
Thank
Thank you very much, Alumni Association.
All right, I'm rolling my notice now.
Welcome to the Crit Fail Club.
He's already
Notice
He's already,
it.
yeah, he's the president.
Welcome again to the
Crit fail.
Club.
So he's down there shining his light in the sewer, and you're also down like right behind him, like trying to see. And you say, maybe there's a manhole cover, and he goes, that's a good, and turns back, just like not knowing you're right next to his face, and jabs you right in the eye with the point of his flashlight, and it
pointy
just
end,
like
yeah. The
you
pointy
just
end of the
see
flashlight.
see
Spike.
white for a little bit, not with a spike.
Oh, sorry.
It just kind of like,
just
it's like a
caught that.
small firework goes off in your head, and then a dull pain follows it. I'm gonna give you a point of fatigue.
Oh, sorry. I just got hit in the head, so that kind of hurts.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were right there.
No,
Are
my-
you okay?
My bad. Yeah, I just need to sit down for a moment.
Okay.
What were you saying? You were looking for a sewer grate, right?
Yeah, a manhole.
Or a manhole cover, right? Okay, let's see. There's probably one. Maybe up there around the corner. Hold on, I'll be right back. And he just kind of walks off, following the sidewalk around. Is anyone going to go with him?
Is that, by the way?
I'll
You don't have to. I'm just asking.
I want to.
Okay, so are you guys like following at a distance, or are you like right on this guy's
I'll be at
trail?
a distance.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm close, but I'm not within whack with flashlight range.
Okay, give me stealth rolls. Anyone who's going after him.
Are we hiding?
No, do you want to make it? Oh, sorry. I guess I should ask. Do you want to make it very evident that you're like following him as he goes and
I
looks
just
at this?
figured I would walk after him.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
want to see what's going
So
on.
if you're not worried about it, then
10.
all right. Ron, however, is real nonchalantly just sort of like wandering out to like look at something, like
Sneaks into
like
the
down
sewer.
the street,
Yeah.
down the street. So he's able to follow a bit closer than you guys are, because as you start to walk behind him, He just sort of spins around and shines a light at both of you. I said I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of conducting an investigation here.
Trying to help.
Right, but you're not. You
All right.
potentially could, step
So-
on something or...
Sawyer will sit down by the sewer grate and open his phone and turn his flashlight app on and just kind of start looking in the sewers himself.
Give me notice. Meanwhile, Ron, you're
phone in
able to
there.
kind of stay nearby enough that you can keep an eye on him.
Nothing. I don't
And he
wanna
turns
curse
the
you.
corner and is just kind of scanning the sidewalk, and you do see his light land on sewer grate. Give me a notice roll. I'm sorry, a manhole cover.
I got a 7.
Get a manhole.
A 7?
I don't have that skill. Dang it. No, it's a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So he stops and seems to be looking at something, but you can't quite tell what it is. You're looking around down there, and you see something that looks like maybe a little wet patch of maybe blood down there, but you're not sure. Detective Bishop comes back. Huh. All right. Well, thank you very much. You've all been really helpful. Do you want someone to drive you back to the university?
We have
Nah,
drove.
yeah.
We have
Yeah.
cars.
All right.
We've got some stuff back at the diner.
Okay. Well, I think one of the officers took your information, right?
Yeah.
So we'll be contacting you if we need anything further. But for the time being, I think the 4 of you are free to go.
Thanks. Thank you.
And if you do remember anything else at all of note, don't hesitate to give me a call. We want to find this guy, especially if he's going around attacking women and children.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. You stay safe. He clicks off his flashlight, puts it back on his belt, and strides off to go speak to some of the other officers.
Hey, okay, how big is the sewer grate?
Not wide enough for anyone to wriggle into, probably.
I couldn't shimmy in at all.
Well, how big are you guys?
Let him try.
I'm gangly.
I mean, you did
I'm
say
not
you
tiny.
say gangly. I mean,
I can't.
it'd be a tight fit.
Adelaide Mouse.
Can
I don't. It's
we
not
talk
a.
about this?
It's not a big sewer grate. Like
Ken
it-
just goes in.
All right, then I'm gonna be like, hey guys, just watch, just cover me for a minute, and I want to get down, and even if I
There was
can't,
What do you do? No.
even if I can't get into the sewer grate, Sawyer wants to lie down, and yeah, I know I'm lying on the ground next to a sewer grate, but he wants to put his arm in with the flashlight and get as close to the blood spot that he noticed.
You
as he
shouldn't
can.
do that. Have you seen it?
Adelaide, shh.
Okay. So
Seen
you get
what?
down.
It.
What?
Yeah.
It's
He don't know. There ain't no way he
okay,
knows.
Yeah.
It's best he does.
Hi, Raid.
Hey.
That Dragon Show.
Hi,
Hey,
Dragon
thank you for the
Show.
raid.
I hope you all treated Amy very well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Amy was
Amy
there.
Walker was on there.
And tomorrow, Jamie and Ben will be here.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
So check us out 12:30 to see Jamie and Ben here for our marathon. So while they're having this Abbott and Costello type bit about whether or not Ron has seen it, you kind of get down on the ground and shove your hand into the sewer grate with your phone light on. And it goes down fairly far. This does look like one of those drainage tunnels where someone could sort of stoop and walk through it, like a maintenance worker or something. It does look like on the little ledge, just where to the side of where the sewage drainage runs, there does appear to be a wet spot of blood, and definitely no knife.
I was like a wet spot in the sewer.
Swear.
There's fresh blood down there.
Can you?
Say what?
Well, how
Yeah, there's a spot of blood. I don't see a knife anywhere, but there's blood.
Can you bring the flashlight over here? I think the detective saw something. I can't. I don't have a light on my phone, so.
how big was that guy that we were fighting? By comparison to us.
He's
especially.
probably about
7
a similar size to Sawyer. In fact,
He is Sawyer.
he looks very much like that.
Ooh.
Wow, official book art.
Yeah, official.
Is that 3D render?
Nope.
Never.
How dare you?
Incidentally, Sawyer, that a detective might be the kind of person that we were talking about that knows more and is maybe going around and covering it up.
No, yeah, he definitely knew something he wasn't telling us.
Did anyone listen to Ron?
Yeah, no, I heard him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should also.
But
Yeah, we all heard
Anyway,
Ron.
I guess
I'm
I'll go
choosing not
back
to hear it.
to-
No, I just
diner.
figured we were having this conversation while we were in the process of all
Well,
Gotcha.
Sawyer's still keeping his eye on the blood. He's like, can someone else use their phone? Because
Yeah.
we have more than one phone with a flashlight.
Yeah, I can use mine.
Is the mom still here with the kids?
Yeah, I mean, she's off with some cops. Like they're looking them over in an ambulance that came.
Okay.
Like,
If the cops ever leave her, I want to talk to her.
okay,
But if
All right.
they don't.
So I just want to.
doesn't look like they're gonna wrap up anytime
Yeah.
soon with her.
I want to, if I can, just try and take a picture of the blood
Okay,
with the
yeah,
thing,
you absolutely can.
and then I'll get out and head to where Ron is leading us.
Okay, so Adelaide, you are using your phone to just kind of walk over and go where Ron shows you. So you guys turn the corner and go to where the detective was, and you do indeed see a manhole cover on the sidewalk, but it is slightly askew, like someone used it recently.
What, do you think that's from the detective or from that guy?
He didn't move the manhole cover. The detective.
So do you think? Wait, was it like that before? Like,
All right.
was it like this, or did like the guy maybe just leave it?
Ron,
I couldn't see it.
help me with this.
Whoa, hey, what?
Okay, but wait, like, are we
Hold up.
hurting evidence?
Hey, Addie, just keep an eye out, okay? If the detective comes back, just
Well, he is
Say
coming
something
back,
to
man. He
me.
probably saw this and went to go get somebody to go down there.
It is
not,
an active crime scene.
Not us. Yeah, we ain't messing with us right
and
now.
also-
the things that are happening here are weird, and if they are trying to cover things up, we need to figure out what's going
Hey.
on our own.
And it's Detective Bishop again with a couple plainclothes officers behind him. What are you kids doing?
We were,
We just noticed this manhole, and we just wanted. We were gonna come and tell you about it.
Thanks. Yeah, that does look like something worth investigating.
Yeah, that's all we were saying.
So, the police are gonna go ahead and investigate that.
Yeah, we're gonna head back to that diner.
That sounds like a good idea, to grab your things and then go back to the campus, right?
Yeah.
That's what you said.
Well, no, we might stay at the diner because we got to study. We were studying
Diner's
already.
closed for the evening.
Oh, I thought it was 24 hours.
Yeah, not tonight, in light of what happened.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we'll
Okay.
just head back then. Yeah.
Kids got a test tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know.
Get back
finals,
and study.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Mr. B.
So are you guys
Yeah.
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna slowly with my foot.
I punched
Take
the
the
officer, and then
cover.
I punched the other one, and then I punched the other one.
Okay.
I would like, I guess we can go get our stuff, but then I want to just stand for a while and watch what the police are doing.
Okay.
Like if they do actually go down into the sewers and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so you get your stuff, and on that note, while you're getting your stuff, some people buy you some shots.
Hey!
So raise your red solo cups. BSB Care bought us a shot. There was something strange in the neighborhood. Who are you gonna call? Ron. Raise them up and chug. Thank you very much, BSB Care. And Vampire 54 bought us a shot.
That
Ron
song,
to
a
God.
couple days ago.
Yeah.
Just got in from Captain Marvel. Heard there were some other fantastical people here this evening. Raise them up and chug.
Did you say fantastical?
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks very much, Vampire 54.
Thanks, Vampire 54.
All right, so you grab your stuff. You're kind of like lollygagging a bit, Sawyer, or like you grab your things and you're just sort of like being intentionally slow so you can keep an eye on what they're doing. And as far as you can tell, it does indeed look like the officers move the manhole cover and Detective Bishop goes down into the sewers. And how closely are you watching everything that's happening here? As closely as you can, yeah?
As close as I can get without being real obvious.
There's a lot of chaos happening around. There's still people being interviewed, all the other people in the diner and stuff like that. So as you're watching, when you're getting your things together, you do, after a little bit, see some light from underneath that sewer grate. And you hear some muffled shouting. You see those other police officers that were over at the manhole cover come running around. You see Detective Bishop's hand come up through the grate, and one of them runs over to like what looks like one of the technicians' areas where they're getting stuff set up, and grabs like some sort of like little kit and brings it back over for the detective and hands it down to him. That's all you see.
While Sawyer's like watching them, I want to go up behind him and just kind of grab him by the shoulders. Not
Grab
like
me?
not like surprise, just like to like massage you a
Still
little
think
bit.
I'm probably surprised.
And that's fine. Oh, hey,
Jesus,
sorry, man.
Calvin.
Hey, you had a rough night, man. You all right? Someone check in.
Yeah, my head hurts.
Well, we should get you back, man. We should get some pills in you. Take a long nap. We got finals in the morning.
That fucker whacked my head against the car.
Yeah, man. That's fucking crazy. But look, they're down there, man. They got this. This ain't us.
Dude, Calvin, this shit keeps happening to us. If Ron wasn't there, that guy might have killed me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know, and you probably prevented the death of that mom and her kids too. Like
Look,
It was brave what you did.
Yeah, that's fucking. I don't know if I hope I could have, but I don't know if I could have.
Look, if things keep going like they are, this stuff is going to keep happening. We need to start thinking about being able to actually handle ourselves in these situations.
Like, what? How do you do that?
I don't know. Maybe we need to learn to fight or buy a gun or... I don't know. It's all pretty dangerous, obviously, but it just doesn't seem like this is going to stop. And I think it's dumb of us not to try and be prepared.
I mean, you can't really be prepared for a murderer. Like a guy. That guy was just like a crazy person with a
You can be more
knife.
prepared for a murderer.
Yeah, that's you're right. You can.
Calvin, this is like the 4th murderer we've run into.
I'm not saying don't be prepared. I'm just saying let's not go into the sewers looking for some crazy dude with a knife. That's all I'm saying. We can get a gun. Let's get guns. That's a thing. It's Texas. Everybody's got a gun, right? We can get a gun.
I don't know if we can... I know I said it, but I don't know if they'll let us have guns. I don't know what to do. I just feel like adrenaline took over when this guy had the weapon, and I ran at him. But as soon as I was there, I realized that I was one wrong move away from just being dead.
Yeah. I mean, but even if you had a gun, would you have made the decision to shoot that guy?
The important part is I'm not even 21, okay? I can't die here in our first year at school.
Seems like you almost did a couple times already, so...
Listen,
yeah.
if you want, I don't think... I'll teach you Sipsu. But this isn't like us being that Scobby-Dob or whatever that cartoon is that you watch sometimes.
I'm sorry, what? Scobby-Dub?
Scobby-Dob? The one with the dog.
Scooby-Doo?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me? Scobby-Dub?
I do not pay attention
It's
to
part
that
of the
show.
song, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, man. Scobby-Dobby.
I thought they were playing with the
Anyways.
names.
Okay,
That's a
sometimes,
fucking-
Ron, I think that you're messing with us.
Yeah, I can't tell. That's fucking adorable. Keep going.
Look,
I'm just saying that even if I teach you Sipsu, what Calvin said is right. We can't just go leaping into danger to try to save people. We're just kids. It does keep happening to us, but that doesn't mean that we're destined to help the situation necessarily.
Well, maybe we should use the tools they use. I mean, if magic and things like that are real.
No, we ain't.
oh, surprise. Adelaide wants to use magic.
No, we ain't. I don't even know
What's wrong with that? Why shouldn't we use the tools we have? He's talking about being in Texas and wanting a gun. What's so weird about that?
Because that shit's weird and we don't know what it could do.
We don't know anything about it.
Right.
I know, so we should learn. That's what you do. You do research and you learn about something so you can utilize it.
That shit spooks me, man. I don't know. I don't want to mess with that.
Ron is just trying to tamper everyone's feelings down here. So I will teach you Sipsu. I'll learn magic with you. I'll help you study for your test.
You'll learn Scooby-Doo.
Look,
I'm not sure that's his name.
I just want to take control of these situations a little better. All right? That's what I'm saying. And I feel like if we keep relying on the police to handle this stuff, they're going to keep brushing us off and saying, you guys go back to your dorm, and we'll never find out what's going on.
I mean,
So here's what I say. We have exams tomorrow, but I want to come back here and go down in that sewers.
No,
Because,
man.
look.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. We're not vigilantes, man.
The thing had already been opened before the detective came and opened it. Okay? That to me suggests that that weirdo went down there on his own and went somewhere.
He's a crazy person. He lives in the sewers
Yeah,
with a knife.
he's a crazy person.
That's it.
There's
man.
more to it than that, Cal.
Why has there got to be more to it than that?
Well, okay, so I feel like I am somewhere in the middle on all of this because I agree with Sawyer that this stuff keeps happening to us, and in my experience throughout my life, there might be meaning to that, and if that's the case, then just like with your nightmares and my nightmares, we had to actively go and do something to make it stop. So maybe we do need to pursue something. Maybe there's something that, for whatever reason, is focused on us or reaching out to us. But at the same time, we have to be careful because we are kids and we don't necessarily need to go looking for extra trouble. And also, I don't want to get in trouble with the actual cops again because I already did that once and it was really expensive. And I don't want to have to explain that to my parents because that is not fun.
Look, I'm not saying any of you have to do anything, okay? But I know, besides the crazy dreams, I just have a hard time sleeping knowing that there's so much going on here that we don't understand. And if that doesn't bother you, then great. Honestly, I mean that seriously. I'm not trying to throw shade or anything like that, but it bothers me. I want to know what the hell is happening.
I want to know what's happening too. I just want to be smart about it. And we might as well, if we're gonna do this, if the thought process is it's us for some reason, then I agree. We need to have some ability to be prepared for it. And so we have to utilize the tools that we have, whatever those may be. But we have to be smart about it because we are still 18-year-olds and we don't know what we're dealing with here.
We get tasers. I feel like that's a pretty, I don't know if that's legal, but I feel like for most people, a simple taser ought to just do, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's a good start,
Yeah.
but I don't think we should be going to sewers, man.
Look, I've got a headache, okay?
And it is getting late, and you guys do have finals tomorrow.
Yeah, we should get back to the dorms and just deal with the finals first.
I'm not going to be able to study anymore tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and try to sleep despite half a gallon of coffee and the biggest adrenaline rush I have had in months.
Not to mention the apple pie a la mode,
Yeah.
which is feeling
We're gonna
pretty
finish-
heavy in your stomach right now.
Look, we'll finish our exams tomorrow. I'm probably going to come back and try and see what's going on in the sewers.
Well, don't
You
do it
don't
by
have
yourself.
to.
Don't do it by yourself. Just make sure, at least one of us goes with you.
Adelaide, I'll be fine.
No.
Okay,
None
You
of
were
us
just
should-
talking about how you didn't feel prepared for something like this. So maybe
yeah.
going alone is not the best option.
It's not, and we're all friends, and we're all in this together, and it's really important that we have each other's backs.
Okay,
So don't go and do things by yourself.
I'm not forcing you guys to do this.
I know, but don't.
But I need to know if there's anything down there.
Okay, but just don't do things by yourself.
All right. I'm going back to my place. I gotta fucking sleep.
Who drove here? Did you take multiple cars?
Probably me.
Or did everyone go in the same car?
My guess is we probably took multiple cars. We probably just met.
Okay, so
I
Calvin
assume.
definitely drove.
I
drove.
Like some of you
probably
guys.
You drove Ron.
I was gonna say I probably drove Ron.
Oh,
We both
because
are at
we
Lester
both have
Keys.
I drove
years.
Ron.
Sure.
But did he walk to your dorm and then you drove him?
Why couldn't you get in my car?
Maybe you drove
Because
Addie.
we're at the same.
I mean, they are at the same dorm.
Fair.
Maybe you picked up Adelaide.
Great, I did.
Okay, so you guys are in Calvin's car. You guys are in Sawyer's car. Okay, so you guys go back to your cars and get in them, throw your stuff in, head back to the campus. You turn on your car, and you get it going, and you go to turn on the radio or something, and the radio just kind of starts blitzing out a little bit, and it just lands on a station, and it's like some weird. It sounds like Queen, but you're pretty sure you've never heard it before, and it's just a song that's going, "Yes, you're the great pretender." Ooh, ooh. And it just won't, you can't get it to change the
I
channels.
think that you need to fix your stereo. This like the second time it's done that.
Yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it to the shop one of these days.
Yeah.
I'll just turn it off for now.
And you guys drive back to the campus. So you guys drive back to Lester Hughes. You're going to drive Adelaide back to her place and then back to yours. So as you guys are driving back, the two of you guys make it back to Lester Hughes.
What was my car's
Go your separate ways.
issue?
Your car has gremlins.
Gremlins, right?
Yeah. But
My God.
you guys make it back to, are driving back to the campus. You know, maybe you're talking, maybe you're just kind of sitting in stunned silence. Will both of you make a notice roll for me?
Ooh. 8.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh.
19.
All right, 19.
Minus anything?
No.
Yeah.
An 8.
8.
So, all right, great. So you guys are driving back. And the streets are pretty dark and pretty deserted at this point. There's not a lot of people out in Pine Box, you know, almost midnight on a, like, weekday. And you feel like this car behind you has been there, like, for a while. Like, you're taking a bunch of turns, and this car is following you. And you're thinking that at the same time that Adelaide says aloud,
Do you feel like that car's been behind us for a long time?
Yeah, that's exactly.
It just seems, I don't know, it's kind of late and like.
I'm gonna pull over for some gas and see what happens.
Okay.
okay, so you pull over into a gas station?
Yeah.
Okay, and you pull over and you're both kind of like watching like trying not to be too like turning around to look, but you're keeping an eye on that car. It does not pull into the gas station, and it kind of stays like in the darkness of the road, but it does pull over to a curb nearby and just kind of like parks, and you see it's like just sort of idling there.
What kind of car is this? Can we tell?
It's hard to tell from here. It's kind of dark over where it is. It looks like just sort of like a sedan of some kind, like nothing super remarkable about it.
I mean, they stopped, right?
Yeah. That's fucking.
Did you see where they started following us?
Maybe it's like the cops checking up on us or something. I don't know why they would be all creepy about it and shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out and fill it up and just keep an eye on it, and I'm gonna text the boys too and see if they're being followed or anything.
Okay.
So I'll do that. I'll get out and
All
fill
right,
up.
so you get out and fill up your car, and you're gonna also text on your phone while you're putting gas in your car, even though there are so many posted signs telling you not to do that because of the spark risk.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seen that.
absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
Wow.
100%.
That's just
Who listens
so
to that?
Calvin.
Everybody's on their phone.
All right, so you're out like pumping gas in the car. Adelaide, you're keeping an eye on the car, and you kind of are too, but you're trying to be more discreet about it. It just stays there. It hasn't turned off. You can see the lights are on. You can hear the engine of it. It's just idling over by the side of the road while you're pumping gas.
Maybe we should is there another, can I look around and see if there's another exit off to another road from this gas station?
I mean, you're like in the midst of the town itself. There's not like a whole lot of choices if you want to make it back to the university.
Okay.
There's basically 2 main roads that'll get you there.
All right, I texted Sawyer, but he's driving, so he's probably not going to answer until he gets back or something. I don't know.
Okay.
So Sawyer, you get a text which reads,
Hey, y'all being followed or anything? Because we think someone's following us.
I check my rearview mirror.
I mean, you guys have made it almost all the way back to campus at this point, and no, now that you can tell.
I hand my phone to Ron. You say, hey, text Calvin that we're not being followed. See if they're okay.
That's what I text. And then
Are you that good at texting?
No. I just making the international symbol for texting. That's
Gotcha.
not what Ron does. Ron is like,
Ron's an index finger, hunt and pecker.
yeah. And then a couple of other people text me. He notices a couple of other messages that you haven't answered yet, so he takes the liberty
Hi, how
of
are you?
answering them for you.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you finished pumping the gas. The car is still there.
I don't.
They're not being
I
followed.
will get back inside and just kind of sit there like, what if I double back and take another way, like back to school or something, like lose them?
We could try, or we could drive to a really populated area, or drive towards the police station.
Or maybe you're not being followed.
No, we're pretty sure we're being followed.
Sure, fair point.
At this point, totally sure we're being followed.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, I mean, we could call the cops, I guess, but it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing on them.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I guess it's possible it could just be a coincidence, but
Okay. I got it.
okay.
So I turn on the car, and I pull out of the gas station and start driving past them, and then I just gun it down the road.
Whoa!
Okay.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All right, let's see them follow this.
Okay.
So
Just don't get pulled over.
You try to gun it, but what is your car's glitch?
Acceleration.
Acceleration. So you put the pedal to the metal, and the car goes.
Come on, not now, come on!
And then it starts to slowly, kick it into higher gear. At this point, the car behind you has pulled back onto the road and is following at a little bit of a distance.
All right, it's supposed to be a little more dramatic than that, but all right. I'm gonna.
Now
continue-
you're going a little bit
Great.
faster.
I'm gonna continue pushing it.
Okay.
What? I assume we were just going
Careful.
on
You're getting up near 45 miles per hour.
What's the speed limit? I don't even know.
Less than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
On that main road.
You're in the
Oh,
middle
yeah,
of town, I
probably.
think. Probably like.
but are
35.
they keeping up?
Yes.
They are.
Kinda.
Okay. Yeah. I
They're
mean,
falling. They're back a ways, but they are keeping up.
Should we like drive to the police station or something?
yeah. I'm gonna start slowing down. I just want to confirm that they were.
Yeah.
If matching.
You
our
start
speed.
slowing down?
Yeah. I'm start slowing down.
The car behind you does not slow down. In fact, it seems to be speeding up. And as you're slowing down, you just see headlights coming up behind
Oh,
you
shit.
Make a
really
turn.
rapidly.
Make a
And
turn.
then the car swerves around you and just jets past you and shoots off down the road in front of you.
What?
I'm just gonna pull over and stop.
Did you get a license plate on that car?
No, I
See it?
was going like 60 miles per hour and get anything. What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Someone just playing chicken with us? Some
I
shit?
don't know what the point of that was, except to maybe like scare us. But
Yeah, maybe it's just some kids fucking around. I don't know.
I don't know. This has been a really weird week.
Real fucking weird night. All right, I'm gonna get you back. We'll
Okay.
Okay,
drive back.
so you drive back.
Yes.
You drive Adelaide back to her dorm and drop her off.
Yeah.
And then around that time, I imagine you're getting another text from these guys asking if you're okay, because they haven't heard back since
Yeah.
they texted you earlier.
Yeah. We're fine. Just probably just some kids playing around. I don't know.
All right, so Adelaide gets out of your car as you're getting that text, and you sit there to respond to it. And Adelaide, you're walking up to your dorm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you start walking up to the dorm, and the wind just sort of picks up around you and just sort of blows a cold gust through the night, and you just hear the leaves rattling on the trees as you're walking up towards the dorm. At least you think, you're pretty sure it's the leaves. Can you give me a notice roll, please? Extra credit to reroll.
Ooh.
Come on.
What is that?
It's a 3 and a
Okay.
1, which means it's a 2.
See.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
we've
leaves
Got
are.
3 bennies.
Yeah, you're right, I do.
You gonna spend a penny to reroll?
Yeah.
Nothing left for these finals. Damn, dice are not kind
Except
to
for
us
this.
today.
Another penny.
Oh.
Hey.
The dean is, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Can't get it.
You
2
are-
bennies and a wow.
The
That's
leaves
nuts.
nuts.
rustle
That minus
and
one.
it just puts
Oh.
your teeth on
I'm
edge.
so fatigued.
Yeah.
So it's actually worse than that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, you took bumps and
Yeah,
bruises,
I
so that's
did.
going to persist till you rest. And it just puts your teeth on edge and just makes you feel like cold and somewhat vulnerable as you walk up the sidewalk
I'll
heading
walk a
towards your
little
dorm.
faster.
All right.
I'd probably wait until she got to her gate before I left, at
Sure.
least to make sure she.
So
got
you're
inside.
texting. What do you send them?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of kids. Just
Vampire
I
54
don't
thing
know.
for the sub.
they didn't follow us. Just,
Before.
they just whizzed right past us, so we're good. I just dropped off Addie. Going to bed.
All right. If anything else weird happens, let us know. It does.
Will you give me a notice roll?
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, so you send that text and yeah, you just kind of look up just to check on Addie and see if she's getting in okay, and then you're getting ready to turn your car and go when you see movement over off the side of the path. It looks like for just a moment, someone almost like, it looks like a head getting ducked behind some bushes just to the side of where Adelaide is walking.
I'm gonna get out of my car to get a closer look and
Okay,
just walk over.
you get out of your car, and Adelaide is still walking up the path, heading off to this one's kind of like tucked away a little bit down from the parking area, and you are just watching Addie, who seems to be really nervous as she's heading up towards her dorm, and again, you do see what looks like some movement in the bushes, moving parallel to Adelaide on the side, and as you're seeing that, Adelaide, you hear a twig snap off to the side of the path, and you look over, startled, and you see that kid kind of melt out of the bushes, and he's got the knife just sort of languidly held by his side, and he said, "I wish you hadn't done that. Now I'm gonna have to feed on you."
What did I do?
I'm gonna book it.
And
for
then
him.
he just opens his mouth again, revealing all of those teeth, and just lunges out towards you with the knife.
Yeah, I'm dashing towards that.
All right, you see it happen, so you are dealt in 9 of spades.
Oh, come on.
Queen
Yes,
of
good,
diamonds.
Good.
5 of
Yes.
diamonds.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend my last
Wow, he spent
penny.
5. Oh! Damn!
King of hearts.
It worked this time.
Rip!
Use magic.
He has the knife, and he just opens his mouth, and you can tell he's limping badly. Something looks desperately wrong with his leg. He's not standing on it right. But you see those teeth, and you hear him hiss again, and he just lunges at you with this gleaming long knife, and he just attacks you with reckless abandon. He's gonna make a wild attack against you.
Wild attack. That still exists.
Mm-hmm. +2.
Come on.
Aced it.
Oh man.
Aced it. 9 plus 2 is 11.
Does he have
Minus
wounds still?
-3.
-3, which is an 8. And your parry is a 2, I believe.
Yeah, so it's
Plus he gets a 2 for wild attack. Plus he gets a 2 for you being unarmed. So he
Oh my
absolutely
God.
is going to
Hits
hit
with
you
a
with a
raise.
raise.
Oh my God.
Aced it. 6, 9, 11 plus 2, 13 damage. What's your toughness?
5.
5. So that is a success with 2 raises.
Holy.
So he just lunges out and stabs at you with this knife. You're gonna try and soak it?
Yes.
Vigor.
Soak City.
Wait, hold on. This is important. Vampire 54 sends 1 point of extra credit to all 4 of you.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
thank you,
thank you,
Thank
Vampire
you, Vampire
54.
54.
He's
Very
the friendly
timely.
vampire.
Yeah.
I aced it.
You aced it?
Goodness.
Yes. I did, so 7.
7?
Well, 6, I guess.
Okay, so that's 1 success. So you're gonna take 2 wounds, but you're gonna soak 1 of them.
I'll try to.
You're gonna spend a point of extra credit to re-roll it. All right.
Oh, I aced it again. So that's 10. That would be 9.
9, which is a success with a raise, so you soak both of them. So as you see him lunging at you, you have your study materials in front of you, and you just reflexively, just shove them out, and the knife stabs right through your notebook and gets stuck there. And he just, again, you just see this, this desperate animalistic rage in his eyes, and you hear him panting, and those teeth are just gleaming in his mouth. He says,
Does he have a lot of
won't
them?
you die?
I don't want to die.
All right. That's him. You're up next, Adelaide.
Can I? So.
So
like-
that's where you are. He pulls the knife out.
Oh, he pulled it out.
Yes. That just stopped your wound. It's not going to take his knife.
Oh no, I didn't necessarily want to take it. I just
And you can tell he's pulling back to just slash at you again.
Yeah, I think at this point, I probably have some heavy. I was probably carrying books
Yeah.
as well. So I think that I'm just going to, it makes the most sense to me to just try and whap him with my books.
Okay, you're just going to try and hit him with your books. Bless you.
Yeah,
Improvised
really
weapon. So that's going to be a -1 to your
you.
fighting roll.
Oh, sweet. Oh, good.
But you are going to do some extra damage if you hit. So this is going to be fighting at a minus what?
4.
-4.
Holy cow.
Oh god.
So you fell
I
earlier
use that as a no, right. Just as a fate chip, right?
as a Benny.
As a
As
Benny.
Right, that's what I meant.
What did you want it? Oh, as
I
a add a
wanted it to be a
d6.
blue fate chip.
No, those
That's
don't
what I
exist.
said.
Yeah,
Those don't
I know.
exist.
Only Calvin
I'm
has the
still
conviction of youth
confused.
tonight.
Yes.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I'll use my last.
Point of extra credit. Here we go, fighting at a -4.
It's a good time to upgrade those subs, everybody.
No.
No. All right. So you shout out and just try and just bash at him with the books, but even though he's clearly really hurting from this wound, he manages to just kind of stagger back and continues to pull back his arm to try and swipe at you with the knife.
I should have run.
Calvin,
Okay, here's what I want to do. I'm dashing. How far away am I from them?
you can get there.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to run towards them, but on my way, I want to use a Benny to say that there's one of those like blue emergency buttons outside of like most dorms.
Ah, yes.
And
yes.
press that on the way.
All right, so that's a good use of a Benny. So you see that post with the blue light above it, and
Yeah.
you just run over. As you're running past it, you just shoot out your hand and just jam the button, and
Yeah.
the blue light starts spinning, and you hear a just kind of like old-fashioned sort of clanging bell noise.
Yeah.
And this also is going to be alerting campus security as
Perfect.
well.
Great.
So he like just jumps around, startled by that when he hears you running up and slamming that button. Damn it!
Does that count as my action?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna tackle him if I can.
All right. You want to tackle him or do you want to hit him?
I think I want to tackle him. I want to get him on the ground.
Okay, so that's going to be, I'm going to say that's going to be a test then.
Yep.
So I'll let you use athletics.
Great.
And then if you succeed, you'll knock him prone.
Great.
If only we had all driven together.
It's a 1 and a 2.
Okay. I'm going to add the conviction of youth, and then when I reroll, I can reroll all 3?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So we'll do this first. So that is a 7,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually pretty good.
Not bad. And it's not like Jordan has a lot to re-roll with.
I have nothing to reroll with, and he is pretty heavily wounded.
That's true.
However, if you want, you can spend something to reroll that.
No.
You gotta stick with it.
Stand
Yeah.
on 7?
I mean, 3d6 is better than 7 on average, but
Yeah, but
can I still crit fail if I roll 3 of these? If these 2 are 1s?
Yes.
100%.
Then I will stick with this. Then
2 and a
1 and a 2.
yeah!
So you just run up and just clothesline him. Just
Yeah.
clothesline him. You
Yeah.
run right past him and just knock him off of his feet, and he falls to the ground and just lands heavily on his back with a thud.
Oh,
And you can hear like the wind being expelled from his lungs.
Oh, shit.
Hand in your card.
Okay.
So we know he breathes.
8 of spades.
Or at least has air in his
3 of spades. 4 of
Okay.
diamonds.
Okay.
All right, so he is now on the ground, and you are right next to him, Calvin.
How far are we from the entrance of her dorm?
You're about halfway up the path to the door.
Okay. Is it possible for me to, like,
Maybe about like 30 feet.
that's my entire move, I guess. So is it possible for me to just take Adelaide, since he's on the ground, and just move inside the building and close the door? If she allows me to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's what I will try to do.
If you want to let that be your movement too,
Yeah.
then I'll take both of your cards,
Yeah.
and you can run her up to there, and you're closing yourselves inside of there.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Yeah.
Can we hear the Viet Bell alarm?
No, it's too far away. It's not that loud. So he is going to get up and just try and run for the door. So you guys get in there and you pull it shut. He's gonna try and run for it and wrench it back open. So he
Okay.
is gonna get up. That's 2 points of movement, and then he only has 2 more because he has, 1 more because he's so wounded. So he's gonna have to run. So I'm gonna say he's gonna have to get a 3 or better on this in order to make it up to you guys.
On a D6?
On a D6.
Okay.
Shit!
Got
You
a
got a
4.
4. So he comes like run hobbling up behind you guys. Just as you turn to close it, he's there with the knife in his hand and like just that maniacal intensity on his face. And he grabs the handle and just tries to wrench it open. So this is gonna be just his strength versus yours. So Calvin, you were the one who closed the door. I'll let you assist him though on it.
Okay.
All right.
Strength, you said?
Yeah, but hold on. He's gonna roll his first. Aced it on the D6.
Come on!
10 minus 3 is a 7. So strength and every success and raise you get is going to add 1 to Calvin's roll.
I got no successes, and I have no rerolls.
Okay, no successes.
Here's a table, Benny.
Yeah, I can use it for this.
Or I can use it.
Yeah, exactly. It might be better for you.
Okay, so Adelaide is too dazed to be able to help you. So Calvin, it's all on you. Give me strength.
Okay. Come on, Ace.
Yeah.
Okay.
He aced it.
Okay, that's a 10.
10. All right, so you managed to hold the door closed. Okay, all right, and he just starts just hammering on it. All right, that's it for him.
Does he have the teeth I thought he had?
No, you can see he has elongated fangs.
It's the wrong time to say
6
I told
of
you
spades,
so.
4 of clubs, 10 of clubs.
Oh, come on!
Shit.
What's your dormitory?
It's the
Trying to figure out how close you guys are to
It's
it.
the girly one.
Holloway Suites.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is again just going to he's gonna put his full strength into this and just try and wrench it open as hard as he can.
Okay.
This is gonna be his full action. It's all he's doing, so I'm gonna give him a +1 on this. Which is a 3 total, and I have no way to re-roll that, so give me a resistance.
Just me or both of us?
Because she still wasn't a part of it earlier, I'm gonna give it just to you.
Okay. That's cocked. That's a 1.
So that is also a 3.
So what would that do in this case?
The door would remain closed, because a tie means everything stays the same.
Then I'm fine with that.
So he's
you're over here.
pulling on it and just hammering on the wall, and you can see the butt of the knife. He's just hammering against the glass door, and it's starting to crack under the knife.
shit.
And you can see as the shards of glass are just kind of splintering off of it, they're cutting into his hand, and blood is starting to run down the door as he just continues to hammer on it to try and get to you guys. You don't feel like you can let go of this door. You don't know, but this guy is freaking out on the other side of it. It doesn't feel safe to let go of it. All right, next up, Calvin.
I can't do anything but hold this door, so I'm just gonna.
Go on.
Addie, go, get help, yell, do something,
okay.
call somebody, get some help. I can't hold this forever.
So what
Do you want to go on hold then?
Yeah, I guess.
Flip
Yeah,
your card.
that's
What
what
I
I'm
want
gonna
to do is try and see if I can find something that could, like, I don't know what kind of door it is, but that could basically jam the door closed. And then in the process of that, I will also just yell like, somebody come help us!
It's a glass door, though.
It's a glass door. So there's the front door. There's a little bit of an entryway with another glass door that then leads you into the rest of the dorm. So he's at the first glass door with Calvin. You guys are kind of in like an in-between space before you get into the dorms proper. So you were trying to look around for something that could jam the door shut?
Yeah.
There is actually a lock on this side of the
just
doors.
lock it?
Yeah, you could spin the lock, but however, he's like pulling on it and Calvin's trying to hold it shut. It's gonna be really hard to try and engage the lock in a way that'll actually make it stick, but you can give it a shot.
Yeah, I'll try that. Just anything to slow him down.
I can give it one good pull to like shut, and then she can lock. How about that?
Okay, so you're gonna go. You're
Yes.
gonna restate your action to just kind of like.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be opposed strength to pull it into place and try and hold it there, so she has the chance to lock it.
Okay.
All right,
so
so-
I resisted with the 3. Is it still that then?
No, this is your strength roll. He has to resist this
okay.
now.
I gotcha.
Hey.
Ooh, ace. Okay, great.
Sweet.
Oh, I got so much strength. Okay, 10.
10?
Yes.
Let me in! Let me in! Let me in! It's not gonna make it. You can see he's weakening, and you just pull it shut and just hold it as much as you can.
Lock it.
Athletics?
This is gonna be athletics, and I was gonna give you a penalty, but he's holding it right now, so no penalty, just your fatigue.
I guess I'll use that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my god.
The cheat token is being used as a table Benny to
Fine.
re-roll this.
I aced it
You aced
on
it!
both of them, and I aced it again and again.
Super
on
locked.
both of them.
More locks
and
appear.
again.
Magic locks.
I locked all the doors.
All right, so you,
Binding spell.
Calvin pulls it in place, and you were already going for it, and you just neatly turn it and engage the lock just as the kid pulls again on the door, and now it is locked, and it's rattling, and he
Come to the next
continues
door.
to bash on it with the knife as you both back away from it.
Can we use our movement now? Because we didn't use movement.
Well, you can.
Okay,
However,
go ahead.
as this is happening, you see the lights of a squad car actually come peeling around into the parking lot, and uniformed police officers get out of it with their guns drawn and start shouting at him. And he turns and sees these cops with their guns there, and just runs at them with the knife held aloft, just straight up rushes them, and they keep shouting at him, they keep telling him to stop. He's running down the drive, they're far away from him, but he's getting closer. They warn him they're going to fire, he doesn't stop, and then the cops open fire.
I'm gonna grab Addie and pull her out of the way, like out of the glass doors.
And you see him just stop, like just get shaken back, and you see him like just kind of like fall down to his knees, and the knife falls out of his hand, and he just kind of falls over to his side on the grass outside of Holloway Suites.
They just killed him. They killed him. We just saw like a person be killed right in front of us.
And he is not dead. Actually, he kind of he rolls. No, you do, because as you're watching, he rolls over onto his back.
Oh shit!
And he turns and looks at both of you through the bloody broken glass, and he opens his mouth, and as he does, you see his fangs again one more time, and one of them just sort of pops off one of his teeth, and just rolls onto the ground. And he is whispering. It looks like he's mouthing something at you guys.
You see his tooth? It's
yeah.
fake.
I guess. Yeah.
He is like just like choking on his own blood, you can only assume, as it starts to trickle out of the side of his mouth. And the police, one of the officers is approaching with the gun, and the other one is radioing frantically into the car, and you hear sirens wailing in the night as well.
I'm gonna get out my phone and try and like get video of whatever it is he's mouthing, like zoom in on it.
All right. So you're taking video
I'm
of
gonna
that.
try to make sure she doesn't get too close. Just
Sure.
keep
I mean,
her in the
she's
hallway.
still through the window,
Sure,
right?
but like just like don't go any closer.
And then the police are over there. One of them is handcuffing him. The other one is coming over, and you see an ambulance come swinging into the parking lot. Paramedics come out. The whole scene gets chaotic, and they send you all away. The officers come in to make sure everyone is clear and back in their rooms. And that's the last you see of it that night. The next day.
You guys didn't like text us or message us?
Oh,
any
Are
of
you
this?
kidding me?
Yeah, I imagine
Yeah,
that we
no,
did.
they do after that.
Not during the moment.
Yeah.
But
I think I go there.
sure, that's totally fine. But the police are not going to let you anywhere near the
Sure.
building.
Okay. That's fair. But I try and go there.
Absolutely, and that makes perfect sense. However, they don't let you go there. You text back and forth. They relay to you what happened, and that's about where it gets left off for the night. Campus is on basically lockdown. There's been a student shot on campus. The next day, the word is already going around, but it's also on the local news as well. This kid's name was Timothy Dalton.
What? James Bond's Timothy Dalton?
No.
Oh.
Dave Dalton's brother.
Sorry, Timothy Diamond.
Ooh.
I knew I was going to screw that up. Timothy Diamond.
That's much cooler.
He was indeed wearing fake fangs, and he was raving endlessly the whole time that they took him to the emergency room. The officer shot to wound, not to kill. And so the paramedics were able to keep him stabilized. He got to the hospital. He was stabilized and in okay condition there. He did indeed suffer a broken leg from Ron's direct hit to his calf. But eventually, the word gets out that this kid has just lost his mind. He's totally crazy. He thinks he's a vampire. They find out that actually his roommate had been killed. The body of his roommate was stuffed in a closet and had been bled completely dry. They found blood all over the room. They found a styrofoam cup that had remnants of both the Timothy's saliva and his roommate's blood in it. It's not too hard to figure out that he was trying to drink this guy's blood. You're replaying your video later that night. Give me a notice roll. And you can take it at a +2 because you can replay this as many times as you want.
So basically not a plus at all, just straight because I got fatigue and okay, so 4.
4. Okay. So you're not a practiced lip reader, but you spend a lot of time just sitting there replaying it over and over again and trying to figure out what he was saying. As best you can tell, he was mouthing something along the lines of, "They left me alive, so I thought I must be one of them." That's what he was saying, and that's all the information that goes out. The university delays finals for a few days while they're trying to get all of this figured out. And the campus is pretty quiet and desolate. However, you're not getting off that easy because they just moved the date back for tests to the following week.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't think it would be like a month or something. I could not get up in that morning.
So now it's time for finals.
Oh, it's okay, great.
So your fatigue is gone.
Yay!
Do we know what hospital this guy is kept in?
Galan Memorial, I think is the name of it. Or Galan County.
Would that be somewhere we would potentially get access to?
Yeah, but probably not to the room of someone who is under police. Yeah, I mean, you can get into the hospital, but they're not going to let you anywhere near that room. However, it is time to take your finals.
Yeah,
All
fair enough,
right,
fair enough.
Here we go.
So, nope. Who got the +1 from earlier? I believe
Me.
it was you two, right? -1.
The ones who got attacked.
on you guys.
Again.
So here it is, guys. It's time to make your finals roll. So you're going to use your studies attribute and make your rolls.
Roofie slipper.
Roofie Slippers. Oh, and Jotto958 and Ogo Mojo and Dead Custodian. Wow, I missed a lot of people. And ETU Circuit.
Those
Thank-
are all from Vampire 52.
Those are from
Oh,
Vampire 54.
thank you.
Thank you guys very much for those.
you. Thank
Perhaps we should give them just a moment to assign those extra credit points while I remind
All
you
right.
what it is that exams are going to be about. So since you are freshmen, there's going to be no penalty to your exams except for the penalty you got for gambling with your futures. Way too much coffee. You really should have thought of that.
Again.
Water. You're way overhydrated.
Oh no!
That happens.
I was up peeing all night.
Yeah, I was up all night peeing.
During the exam, you're like, I have to go to the bathroom.
You're going to make a studies roll.
Okay.
Just a straight roll. If you pass that roll, you make at least a 4 or higher, you pass your finals. You complete your first fall semester successfully at ETU. That is the basics of how the exam system works.
But how do I know what skill my study skill is?
Well, your study skill is the skill that is associated with your major. So really quick to review, while we wait to see if anyone wants to assign extra credit points to you guys, what is everyone's major and their major skill?
Whew, ha.
Ron?
Academics,
And your major is?
anthropology,
Right.
Whew, ha, whew. Electronics.
And your major is?
Radio, television.
Academics?
And your major is?
English lit.
Academics.
And your major?
Journalism.
Journalism. Wow. Those are some really good majors. Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Let's kind of go into what that major means.
I don't know. I think that it's time to make your rolls. All right? Who wants to go first?
What would Peter Stormare say? Please
I'll
do
go
this.
first.
In
We don't have time. You're going to go first?
Uh-huh.
All right, so give me a studies roll at a -1.
Is it a crit fail?
Nope.
Nope.
I just saw the one. I
got
can't
a
see the other one.
4, which is a 3. So I will try and re-roll with my extra credit.
Okay.
Oh no.
Extra credit to re-roll.
Stories had such bad luck.
It's a 3 and a 2.
I have 1 Benny left.
1 Benny left.
So this is it.
You got this. You got this.
I think if I fail, it would be a flavor win.
Absolutely.
So just choose-
Wait. Oh, but you already spent
Yeah.
a
I already
point of
spent
extra
an extra
credit.
credit.
You could
But
choose to fail.
Roofie Slippers did send you a point of
Oh.
extra credit.
Thank you, Roofie Slippers.
So we will say that that point of extra credit that you spent was the one from Roofie Slippers. This one that you already had was
Yeah.
not spent and will go towards whatever
Yes.
unlocks you guys want. We'll
Roofie
talk about
Slippers,
that later.
definitely, that's the one that was used there.
Let's call them
okay.
Roof IE slippers.
Aced it.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, time for another windfall, baby.
All right. I got a 10. with
A
one.
10, which is a success with a raise, which means you get to roll on the past exams chart twice and take your pick. So give me a 2d6 roll.
Do you have the chart?
I do. Give me a 2d6 roll twice.
Cocked. I got 7.
7? Okay, lucky 7. Something you did this semester paid off in karma. You get 1 extra Benny each session until your next advance.
Wow.
Wow, that's huge.
That's friggin' sweet.
Okay,
Whoa.
or roll again, because you got a raise.
9.
9, windfall.
Ooh, how much
I'm
money?
taking the
You're gonna take the lucky 7?
Yeah.
All right.
hell yes. I'm
Lucky
taking
7.
Bonkers.
So, I don't know. Maybe it was your renewed interest in taking control of your own destiny. Whatever it is, you aced your tests after that whole ordeal, after this whole long draining semester, and you feel like, you know what? Maybe you are up to this. Maybe you are up to not only college, but college at East Texas University specifically. You feel emboldened. You feel a little bit of luck.
You did it.
You're going to be getting an extra Benny until the next advance.
That's
Yes!
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes!
Well done. Juddo958 sends a point of extra credit to Ron
Oh,
Tagat.
thank you, Juddo.
All right, so Calvin's exams have been
Nope.
taken. Oh, sorry, Sawyer's exams
Sawyer's
have been taken.
exam.
Why
I mean,
do
I'll
I keep
take 'em.
doing that? Can I have your card, by the way? Thank you very much. Who's going next?
Hey,
I'll go next.
could we say we all stand next to me real quick?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 5
-1,
minus 1. Yep, 4.
which is a 4.
Yep.
Which is a success. Ron, even though you were up for days peeing,
It's like a serious problem.
give me a 2d6 roll.
Do it, baby. Get that 7. We all want 7s.
Actually, it worked out pretty well. He cleansed his kidneys of all of his body's toxins from the apple pie.
So close.
Oh,
so
6.
close.
6. Administrative privilege. Someone in administration likes you for now. You get the connections edge with a non-teacher at ETU, my choice, until your next advance.
Oh,
That's
pretty good.
That's nice.
So we will talk about that in between this session and the next. But well done, Ron, on passing your finals.
Thank you.
Who's next?
Yay!
Okay. I got this. Here I go.
All right,
Here I go.
Calvin,
Electronics.
coming in with a +1.
Huda. Aced it, baby.
Aced it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So 11.
11. That is a success with
Yes.
a raise. Roll twice. Give me 2d6 twice.
Give me that 7. Oh, it's a 5.
A 5. That is administrative privilege, just what
Okay.
Ron got.
A 3.
A 3. Teacher's pet. You've caught the eye of a professor, my choice. The teacher's attitude towards you increases 1 level on the reaction table.
I don't really have any teachers I've interacted with like that.
Not
but I
right
might
now,
next semester.
But if you do if you take that, we'll find a way to make that happen.
I'm gonna have you do that work, yeah.
Okay. It's both of them are work for me, so.
Well, but he's got that one, so I want to see what the other one
All
is.
right, you were going to be teacher's pet next
Who would've
semester,
thought?
right? Well, I mean, you gotta impress somebody, right? Academically.
Hey.
Maybe Professor Harris, who does radio, film, and TV.
All right. Adelaide, that leaves you. Everyone is passing their exams.
I gotta get this right the first
But
time.
you have been having a rough
Why?
I have
period of
nothing to
time.
re-roll with.
You got there's stuff on here, don't worry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You good. You good, girl.
Well, that's a 4.
That's
That is
enough.
a success, yes.
That is a success.
Because I don't have my -1, because I got a
You got a
plus
plus
1.
one.
You got a plus
Instead,
one.
no, you don't have your minus. Oh, your -1 to smarts.
Yeah.
Because of
So
your
it
memory
evens
loss.
out.
Oh,
that
my
was
god, I
close,
forgot
actually.
about that.
Oh,
So
man.
even though you spend a lot of the test going, oh god, no, I know this. Oh, why can't I remember this? Eventually, all of your diligent hard work and good studious studentship pays off. You pass your exams. Not with flying colors like you would have
Yeah.
preferred,
Yeah.
but give me a 2d6 roll.
You know who did pass with flying colors? Calvin.
And Sawyer.
I know. I like this time. The
Yeah,
two like
it's kind of like,
studious-
why did this
studious-
happen?
Yeah.
Because it's dice. That's
6.
why.
Administrative privilege.
Nice.
So you also get the connections edge with a non-teacher at ETU, my choice, until your next advance.
It's probably that lady in the library. She's like, you know what? I've changed my mind. I really like you now.
Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, it's not teacher's pet. It's you get the connections edge, so you can ask them for things. Not that they like you.
Right.
Oh.
Don't be confused about that.
That could still work in your favor for the library stuff.
Guys, I just want to point out real quick. All of you passed your finals
Yay!
for your first semester of
Yay!
college. Fall semester completed.
Wow. Our first semester of college, we did it, and it was really weird.
It's 11:40.
And you guys are
Only
getting
the time?
getting ready to head home for the holiday break.
Oh.
So this is your last chance to interact before you don't see each other again
Aw.
until the new year.
So, like, are you guys thinking you're always gonna go home on the holiday breaks, or like you maybe would stay here at some on a holiday break?
Are you always gonna go home?
I mean, maybe 1 year yet to see what it's like. I might do it. I don't know. It'd be kind of cool.
I don't think my parents are gonna let me stay here.
Yeah,
I'd be too upset.
I would probably be called back every holiday.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
Uh,
me and you, Addie, we'll hang out. See if somebody else wants to stab us.
oh, I don't want to do that part.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Hey,
But yeah, I I'm just stressed out. I don't want to go home. But it's fine. Like, it'll be good. It'll be good. Like, I can see some of my friends. Or I don't know if they'll be there. I don't know.
I mean, you
It'll be
could
fine.
come to the compound.
Honestly, that sounds way better.
Can she actually
Why
come
is,
to the compound?
honestly, Ron is trying to make the situation better.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I didn't know how free-flowing the compound's
Yeah.
in and out privileges were.
I just mean that it doesn't seem like they like outsiders. From what it sounded like.
I mean, I can ask.
It's okay. I have to go home this time. My parents are expecting me. But maybe next time I'll try and stay here. Maybe I'll like stay here for the summer. So I have to go do 3 months back home.
Hey,
Yeah.
Adelaide. Over winter break, I want to take out 2 of the yearbooks
Yeah.
that I got. If you could just
Oh,
I found these old yearbooks.
yearbooks?
Yeah.
This is what the school was before, right?
Yeah. This is old ETU yearbooks when it wasn't called ETU.
Oh.
If you could, I don't know. I'm gonna try and just look through and see if there's anyone of note or anyone we can look up. I just want to know if it's always been like this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
If you could do that with these ones,
Yeah, for sure.
it would help.
Where did you find these?
In the basement of the television station.
Oh, wow.
There's more, but I figured we should start with these.
Okay, yeah, I can do that for sure. Do you want me to do any more? Just let me know. Like, I'll do whatever.
Let's just start here.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is our money going to go away and then we get a new batch for the next semester, or is it a year?
Next semester.
So, at the end of this,
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
So, can I spend my money on gifts for them?
Yes.
Can I buy us all tasers?
I was gonna actually say I was gonna go buy a stun gun or a
I just don't know how much it costs. I don't have the book.
I
with
just
me.
looked it up. It's like
Oh.
$150.
Okay.
We will deal with that
Okay,
in
cool.
between this session and the next. But yes,
Here's
if
your gifts, open it later.
If you have the cash for it, you can open your gift from Calvin later on.
Power armor.
Are you
have
taking
that
the
much
cross home with you over the Christmas break, or are you leaving it here at school?
I probably wouldn't leave it because it seems like it'd be important to take it.
Okay. So you pack up your bags that you're taking home, knowing you're not going to be gone for all that long. You'll be back here after a few weeks and ready to begin the spring semester at East Texas University after the holidays have finished up. So you all find your ways into the various different ways you're going home. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're taking a bus, maybe you're doing whatever, but you pack up your stuff and you head out. And in Adelaide's bag, the cross nestled inside of a hidden pocket. Inside of it, underneath various different things, just very slightly warps the reality around it. And as Adelaide is driving back, are you driving back
No,
home?
she'd fly.
Flying back, as you're heading to the airport, your skin changes to a light shade of blue, unbeknownst to you. Not enough that it looks Smurfish, but
Like
just
all
enough
of
that
my
you.
skin?
Yep. All of your visible skin just becomes a light shade of blue, and everyone in the airport is giving you weird looks, and you can't quite figure out why.
Isn't that unusual?
Not for Adelaide. And somewhere, as the sun goes down and the campus empties out for the holiday break, somewhere outside of the town, in a dark, quiet, underground place, as the sun sinks below the horizon, a metal door squeaks open, and a white-clawed hand reaches out from the other side of it, and a hissing noise is heard from the other side of this door. Because, of course, chat unlocked the nesting impulse. There is indeed a nest somewhere in Pine Box, Texas. And that is where we will end our session tonight. Thank you very much to all of you in the Alumni Association, and thank you to you, students, for successfully passing your first semester of college. But don't worry.
Can I
What?
text everyone and be like, have you heard about these things called nose ferrets?
No, you can't.
Typo.
But we will be back next week to begin a new semester at ETU. The freshman year is only
Wow.
halfway over. There's many more things to discover for our students as they navigate the hazards of the real world and the unreal world. So you'll have to join us next Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific time to see what their spring semester is going to be like. But in the meantime, be sure to tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time, going all the way through the end of the day. 15 and a half to 16 hours of marathoning goodness. We'll be running Monster of the Week. We'll be playing Celebrity. We'll be running Lasers and Feelings. And we'll be playing some Roll for Shoes. We might even have some other fun surprises and fun games. We'll be giving away some fun prizes as well. So be sure to join us as we try and raise money for another year of Saving Throw programming. It is our traditional March channel fundraiser. So we hope to see you there. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's been 5 years since we ran our successful Kickstarter, which actually started the entire thing. So it's a 5-year anniversary from the Kickstarter.
Wow.
Today.
Wow.
Happy 5 years, Saving Throw.
Yeah.
Originally, you were a Pathfinder tutorial, and look at what you've turned into.
Right.
Wow.
Studio.
All of this.
So crazy. It has been a long ride.
Why is it
We're out in the
leaking?
woods.
Yeah. Thank you to those of you who have been with us on that whole ride. I don't even know if anyone here at the table other than Dom has been here for the
Just
whole
this
ride,
guy.
but we've been here for a while and we're glad to be a part of it. Thank you to Dom for giving us a place to do this crazy kind of stuff.
Thank you for doing it.
And thank you to those of you who are new to the channel and are interested or intrigued by what you see and are considering sticking around. Please do. We would love to have you. Thank you very much to Rick Bear for running everything. Thank you, Rick. And again, it's worth mentioning, thank you to the Alumni Association. We do this for you. We might still do it without you, but it wouldn't be anywhere near as much fun. So thank you for being here. We will hopefully see you guys next week. And don't worry, all of the leftover extra credit here at the table, I will be posting something on Twitter, another poll for you to spend your extra credit points on fun unlocks on our website. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime,
Oh, also, I was going to say, if you missed our Twilight Protocol event that we did at Genghis Khan with a few of us, where we played a Deadlands game in conjunction with Pinebox Entertainment's Doomtown Reloaded, it's now up on our website. It's up on our YouTube. You can see all of that information. Wildcards.savingthrowshow.com if you want, and that links to our YouTube.
so check that out. And enjoy your holiday break, students. But just remember, when you come back for the spring, you always gotta be ready to cheer. Go Ravens!